What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody in the house today? Good to see everybody in the chat. Already 50 of you. So smash that like button. Make sure you're subbed. Make sure you're doing well. As always, guys, Andrew Esquire here in the chat. This is a legal mindset where we help you be your own judge. Guys, today we've got a banger for you. We're going to be going over again some of the destructive moments in the cross-examination. We're going to break down the implosion of Amber Heard's legal team, literally self-destructing before our eyes. They are falling apart. And to break down things that are falling apart is a guy who, well, he's got a Godzilla poster in his background. So, I mean, he knows about destroying things in cities. That is my good friend, Legal Vices. Jeff, how's it going?
Welcome. We're back again for more. Godzilla back there.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
A Godzilla road sign under my shoulder too.
Oh, I see that too. Yeah, it's right there, right there down low.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like a legitimate road. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, if there was a giant kaiju, a giant lizard in this story, it without a doubt would be Amber Heard.
I thought you were going to say Elaine, but either way.
No, actually, you know what's funny? I think Amber Heard is the monster that is destroying this case because it's her lies that are making Elaine's job easy. I think if Amber Heard, let me ask you this question. We're just starting off going in, guys. We don't waste any time.
Dive in hard.
Yeah, we're just going in. If this was a regular client, if this was a normal client, not Amber Heard, do you think Elaine would be doing as bad of a job?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
A normal, non-histrionic, non-borderline personality disorder, a regular Joe or Jane.
I think she'd have a lot more to work with. So my inclination would be to say she would probably be doing a much better job because you could at least estimate and guess what the hell's going to come out of her mouth.
Yeah, that's the whole. That I agree with you. I think the whole thing where she's got to give an and one, where she's got to talk and she's got to like have that extra explanation. I think that's really dooming the case. She's losing on every single time I look, every substantive objection. I mean, Elaine took a loss. We'll talk about it today, but I'm seeing just like loss after loss after loss from Elaine here, and we're going to see that on cross. Is that
she took a beat down.
I don't see her winning. I don't see her winning pretty much anything that actually mattered.
No, nothing.
Yeah. So before we jump into it, because we're going to watch the live, just Jeff, I want to get some of your like overall broad takeaways because I had a chance to talk to some of the other lawyers, some other people. But what were your highlights from like the 30,000 foot level highlights from this last segment?
Well, I thought Camille did a better job the first day. I don't think she was as crisp and sharp yesterday as she was the first day, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a good job. She still did a phenomenal job. There were a few loose ends she didn't tie up, and I don't feel like she like connected a lot of the final dots. I think she was sort of letting the jurors make that final connection for themselves, which sometimes can be stronger, but you have to be sure they're making that connection, I think. Amber came off looking much worse than she did the first day. I think the first day I think she just sort of came up looking like a liar, and she ended up looking like a psychotic fucking nutcase after yesterday, and absolutely caught in lie after lie. I was never the initial aggressor when she said, "Well, whatever." Oh yeah, she admits to starting the physical shit. She admits to doing it. She never told anybody about her filing for divorce, and then they show the video of her getting caught and going, "Oh shit."
I've never assaulted Johnny Depp. And it's like, well, you admitted to hitting him. So regardless of whether or not you were justified in that, you indeed did hit him, right? I mean, it's very interesting here. You know, it's all, well, I just slapped him. I didn't close fist punch him.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but the law doesn't make a distinction between slapping somebody and close fist punching somebody. So even by your own testimony, you perjured yourself there.
And she has the only thing she has is the Shaggy defense. Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
The whole
this whole like the whole TMZ thing, you know, you're just like, oh, I didn't tell nobody. I don't know how to tell TMZ. I don't know how they found out about the divorce filing while I was in court. And then they play the deposition where it's like, yeah, and TMZ was alerted. You got caught, didn't you? Nope, wasn't me.
I clipped that one. I mean that right there. I think there could be, she's fucked on that one, and there's potential for a whole nother lawsuit just based around that, right? Based around TMZ releasing that information and knowingly doing it, and this whole thing where she's blaming her agents, whether her lawyers, her PR team, her people who are her agents, who she's instructing to do stuff. She clearly believes that when she tells somebody to do something and it's not her, she's not doing it, which is insanity. And that's not how the law has ever worked. And most people understand that if you tell somebody to do something on your behalf, you're responsible for that thing that happens.
And something I was thinking about today, if you look at the whole case today, we all were kind of wondering why Depp was placed where he was during his case in chief, why he was at the beginning rather than the end. And I think that was, in retrospect, a very good decision, because he came off very, very likable from the beginning, and you kept this likability going on throughout. And I thought, well, why would they put Amber at the beginning of their case rather than the end? I think after yesterday, that was a very smart move. They're just hoping that they're going to have to listen to 3 or 4 more days of really boring shit, and they're going to forget. They're hoping they're going to forget what she's been saying, how she came off on the stand.
Yeah, I think they are banking on that. They're going to try to forget Amber. But frankly, Jeff, I mean, to me, this shit's unforgettable. I mean, I don't know how anybody could purge that from their memory at all whatsoever. Speaking of which, Pastor Flash for the $2, consider this my pledge of $2 million. I mean, thank you guys. This, by the way, is the meme. This is the super chat meme. Like, if you don't know what to say, guys, just pledge $1 billion, $1 million, $1 million. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it on LawTube. Brick says, morning peoples and lawyers from Florida and Korea. Yes. And lawyers from Utah and Korea as well.
Good morning.
Lots of Korean lawyers. But yes, good evening, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I know that this is a very international time. We get people from the UK, we get people from Australia, we get people who are insane and they're awake in America, or they haven't gone to bed because they've been just taking, some of the same drugs that Amber Heard was taking and staying up all night. I mean, no judgment. We're not judging you here, guys.
Well, you're the goat, man. You're doing this hardcore. I mean, we've messaged it just about every other hour during. I have no clue when you sleep this week. You're rocking it.
Yeah, I've been going crazy. I was gonna say, because I told the audience, but I'll tell them again because some of you guys probably missed this. So I was on with Rakeda till about lunchtime, but I actually had to power down my laptop because during the stream with Jeff, I had spilled the makgeolli when I opened it on my laptop keyboard, and the keys were very sticky. So I actually had to pop them out, clean it, and make sure all the fluid drained out of the laptop. So there's no, yeah, exactly. I also bought a backup keyboard because I'm fucking, insane, and I need to, make sure everything is redundant. But yeah, that's what happened. That's why I was tuned out. So, but I was watching on my phone. So I was watching on my phone, even though I wasn't on Rakeda. I will be back on tonight. I'm probably gonna play all the teams tonight. I'll probably hop on Bytes to start with because Rakeda always sends me his link late. So I'll probably hop on Bytes to start with. We could move over to Rakeda. I might even, if I'm feeling crazy and it's really boring, I might even go say hi to Joe. But I also may just be on Joe's stream tomorrow or another time. So Joe just may get my full attention. We'll see. Someone's gotta give a little bit, toss a couple shekels to the Witcher. Britt said, if I did not know better, I would say that CV had home court advantage and not the other way around, while Elaine seems like a fish out of water. So CV, Camille Vasquez. I'm not sure whether this is home court advantage for her. Let me look her up real quick. I'm not sure whether she's practiced here before. Let me just check it out. She's getting a lot of press right now. And by the way,
superstar
Jeff, she's an associate. How quickly is she going to make partner right
now? Probably earlier this afternoon, I would guess.
Yeah. I mean, she's
damn.
Yeah, she's done it. She made 2022's best ones, lawyers to watch, whatever. That's one of those. You can always bribe some people, but I mean, let me show you guys her file here on her firm website. Don't be weird and don't, stalk or anything, guys. But like, this is just her firm website here, Brown Rudnick. So it looks like she's based in Orange County, California, right? So, here's all of her numbers. These are Cali numbers, right? And she's really got nothing on here. Like this is a very de minimis profile. Litigation, arbitration. She does plaintiff side defamation, contract disputes, torts, employment. So basically civil, and she says she has extensive experience, parallel reputation management in crisis situations. So, so I guess she's doing that, but she's in LA. This is not her home court advantage. So I guarantee you that at least one of those lawyers is local counsel sitting at that table. There's no way that they wouldn't have local counsel in Virginia. And this is it, guys. This is all she's got here. She's got three cute little bullet points. Ongoing representations of individuals in multi-million-dollar defamation cases. Well, we know right here who this is. We know right here. Prosecuted 2 breach of fiduciary cases for a high-profile client. Provides advice on media strategy. So she's just really new. She got out of Southwestern, which by the way, I mean, Southwestern, my ex-girlfriend was thinking about going there for once, but she decided not to go because it was too low ranked. But it just shows that even a 3rd-tier law school, you can just kick ass if you're skilled and know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
So Southwestern, is a tier 3 law school. Yeah. Admitted only to California, not to Virginia. So she would have had to, I guess, pro hoc vice, right, into Virginia. And she also speaks Spanish. That's not surprising. And she won an award. But once again, these are things that your firms usually pay for. Like you can just buy these sort of awards. I'm not taking away any merit here. I'm just saying that I don't put much into these because many of these awards, they literally say, pay us money and then we'll put you, in this award. And the way they frame it is, people have recommended you, but you need to pay this fee to cover the advertising and stuff like that. So it's like, this is sketch. This is real sketch. So yeah, that's Camille.
Yeah, she's going places, definitely.
She's definitely going to go somewhere for sure. Paulina says, legal tip: compare Amber Heard with Flor Delis, former deputy in Brazil. I'm gonna have to look that up, Paulina, because I don't know much about the former deputy in Brazil, but I will definitely check that out. Look, there's parallels all around the world. Amber Heard is not isolated to the United States. In fact, Jeff, do you know any Korean women that remind you a little bit of Amber Heard?
Well, I divorced her about 10 years ago. But other than that, I know a few.
Oh, Rex. Oh, my God. You remind me of like Andrew Bronco when he goes in on his first wife. That's just like so epic.
No, that's why I was like, I've been triggered a lot during this. I'm thinking, Johnny, I fucking feel your pain, man.
Yeah,
you're a pussy because you don't want to fight, and I'm the kind of guy. If you have a beef right now, let's just talk it out, be done with it. I don't do this, drag it out unnecessarily shit. And if you just want to keep fighting, I'm going to fuck off. And apparently that's the wrong answer.
She doesn't allow that. No, it's the right answer. It's the right answer. It prevents crime. It prevents fights. Making emotional decisions is one of the worst things that humans can do, is make a decision while you're emotional, to do something while you're emotional. You're supposed to go somewhere and cool down, wait 30 minutes and then come back and then decide on it. That's fine. But she's not allowing that to happen. She wants an actual fight. She wants a knockout, drag out fight. A physical fight. And she wants it to be physical. And the reason why I think she truly believes it was physical, because that's what in her head, she almost, in a really perverse way, she almost wants to play out, because that will satisfy her internal narrative.
I was thinking about this last night after we talked, with this whole safe word, the couch thing.
Yes.
That was a safe word they had for fights, which meant truce. I mean, you can almost extrapolate from that then that everything up to the point someone says couch is agreed upon.
Yes.
I mean, whatever slapping, hitting, punching, scratching, kicking, yelling, screaming went on, that was mutual consent up to the point someone says couch. And that's weird to think about.
it's really weird. It's really odd. Like it allows something to be normalized, which should never be normalized, frankly. And a level of fighting that is just inappropriate. And first of all, to immediately attack his manhood, I mean, that's first of all, it's stale moves because that's pretty much what every guy gets whenever they're in a fight. Oh, you think you're a man? Oh, you have no balls. A real man wouldn't do this and that.
Yeah, real man runs away, you pussy.
Right, exactly. And I always imagine how ridiculous that is. Like if you inverted that, like just took that into like a real man doesn't run away. Okay, a real woman doesn't act like a bitch. Like what's the opposite? Like what's the inversion of that? Like what? Like is there an inversion of that? It's always so funny. And like oh, you have no balls. What if I was like, oh, you have no ovaries? Like it just doesn't. That doesn't stick. Like you know what I mean? It's so
you got small titties,
right? Like you're flat chested. Like what? What's the inversion of that? I don't think there really is. And it's kind of like ridiculous, especially in a world in which, in a person in which, who claims to be this representative against gender-based violence, it seems like there's a gender that she's very violent towards. And we're going to start out our review tonight with the insane, demonic tape that just really shows how, especially men, because in this case, she's really targeting his masculinity, targeting him as a man, using language that men would use to other men. Really, it shows that she was raised by her dad, but it's really horrible. It's really completely horrible.
Suck Amber's dick, according to her.
Yes, we're gonna have to say it 3 times before we start the video, right?
It's like Candyman, yeah.
To summon him, exactly. All right, Grimm's Bar. 7 a.m. Change your name to Legal Grind
Set. Oh, yeah.
You a funny as hell meme on Twitter. This bro needs some eyes. So, Grim, I forget what's your on Twitter. What's your handle? I totally forgot, but I've got all the memes that I've got pulled up. Let me see. Are you Grim's Bar here too? No, I don't think you are. So, I think I've got all the memes pulled up. I will show them all. Shit, I'll show them all right now. Like, I'll show you guys the memes I've got right now. Grim, if you don't see your meme, send it to me again or like resend it and it'll just pop up in my window. So here we go. This lickable screen can recreate almost any taste or flavor without eating food. Amber Heard. Yeah. Tastes like a turd, baby. This one's from earlier. If you guys missed this one, Amber from Say Anything here. Say Grumpy.
We used to own that same color Cadillac Eldorado when I was growing up.
Oh God, you're old as shit, Jeff. All right. And then of course IO, which should have been recapped to IO Tell a Lie, but yeah, simping for the precious right here. Little turd
that guy's
pin.
Fucked up. Oh, nice. I didn't see that one. That's cool.
Yeah, little turd pin. But he's just weird. He's the definition of a beta orbiter. He's a definition of a creep. He's a definition of somebody or something that wants to mate with Amber, wants to procreate with Amber.
Well, he's in New York, and he's the one that called the first 911 in. That's like me saying, "Hey, I want a pizza," so I call my brother back in Utah and say, "Can you call Korea and order me a pizza?"
Yeah, it's just weird, right? Like you're in Busan and I'm in Seoul. Like we're in different cities in Korea. Like I wouldn't call Jeff and say, "Hey, call the cops for me at my place in Seoul that like you really don't know much about. You don't know where it is. You don't know like what's like." It just would be really fucking weird. Like it's a weird chain, but it's because I think Amber thinks she thought she was smart. And she thought she was going to get away with it. And she thought she was setting up the perfect crime.
Getting an anonymous tip from someone who traces back to New York. Yep.
Just set it up saying, oh, well, he's not going to lie. He's Johnny's BFF. They're homeboys. They were like brothers. Well, first of all, you'd actually have to be a dude to be a brother, but that's neither.
I love you, man.
Paulina can be compared to Floria Dulles and Suzanne von Richthofen. Okay.
I know Baron von Richthofen, who is the Red Baron, but
Red Baron, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I will look that up, though, Paulina. I will look that up. Like I said, I'm not that versed on Brazilian law, although I do know actually in Brazil, because I actually, when I went down there, I met up with 2 Brazilian lawyer ladies. That was quite fun. They just have to go to undergrad. So they don't need law school. So they just go to undergrad and they take a law exam, like a bar exam.
Do you know if Virginia still lets you do that? I remember Virginia, you didn't have to take the bar exam. That you didn't have to. You didn't
like apprentice. You could apprentice.
Yeah, you didn't have to take the bar exam in Virginia. If I recall, it was either that or you didn't have to go to law school. One of the two. That's how my friend from Virginia got to be a lawyer.
Hey, awesome, good for him. Honestly, I think law school's overrated as hell. Luciana Matos says, "Yay, Brazil in the house." Yes, obrigada to my Brazilians.
Obrigado, advocato. Yeah.
Yes. There we go. So, Britt Cormier says, "If people only knew how much Amber Heard reminds me of my U.S. Marine Corps buddies' ex-wives." Oh my God. Okay, Marines are somehow always attracted crazy. Luckily, I was never made to skip the curse. Guys, this is facts. Like every single Marine, I don't know what it is. I think they just like to stick their dick in crazy. They're eating crayons and sticking their dick in crazy. I mean, that's the synonymous for the Marines. I mean, they literally get these crazy girls. Now, a lot of times they're hot and they're probably really good in bed, but they're fucking nuts, like insane women. But, there must be something there. Luciana says the couch word sounds more like a demand from Amber Heard rather than something Johnny Depp really wanted. Otherwise, we're seeing JD shouting couch too. Maybe she wanted him on the couch.
This whole relationship is so wild.
Yeah, maybe it was a sex thing. I would believe that more. Like couches and casting couch. Like we're going in the casting couch.
Not the therapy couch, the casting couch.
I believe that way more. Amin says, think Camille did a good job establishing a pattern of lies by contradictory answers. Wasn't that typically deceptive with intent? Yeah, it was. So literally, Amber, we're going to see this when we replay some of this tape. She thought about the lies she was going to say. The problem is she thought she could outsmart not just the lawyers, but also the jury, people that are looking at her and seeing whether she's lying or not. Her body language, her tone, it's very clear she's lying about this information, and she's doing it in a thoughtfully manipulative way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think anybody believed her bullshit.
She thinks she's smarter than everybody else.
Smartest person in the room. Everybody else is lying, and they're dumb. By the way, Daniel, welcome to membership on my channel. You now have access to the soju emoji, the toilet emoji, the vampire girl, the cat girl, and what else we got? The soju bottle. So make sure you get all those. Oh, Adam and Andrew too. Adam and Andrew. So the hoodie version and the suit version. So welcome to the club.
Nice hat. That's a sharp hat.
Very nice hat. Very sharp hat. Very sharp hat. I actually have a cowboy hat in my room. Maybe I'll get it at some point tonight and I'll just throw it on. I brought it from America just because I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm feeling solidarity here.
Oh my God.
This is the only one I got close.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I'm going to play this meme and then I'm going to go get my cowboy hat. But
I'll switch to the man in black.
Okay. That's much more appropriate. So I got the meme that was sent to me by Grimm's Bar. So let me share this. Which is you're trying to warn Johnny Depp about Amber Heard from the future.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh. Hi, how you doing?
I got a message from the future. I know this bitch is going to ruin your life.
Who?
Amber Heard. But she will blossom into your nemesis known as Amber Turd.
Why would anybody want to call me?
No, it's worse than that. Because that would end your suffering. No, she wants you to live through her torment and suffer hell on earth. Infinite suffering.
You're nutty as a fruitcake.
Johnny Depp. She's gonna poop in your bed. Poop in your bed.
What?
Run, bitch. Run.
Don't fall asleep.
Oh my God. That was good, guys. That was real good. I appreciate that one a lot. I mean, you always want to run from the poop, guys.
Nightmare on Turd Street, man.
Catherine says, do you think Io has messed up things? I'll play a little bit of Io if you want, that golem of a man. If you didn't see my meme on Twitter, check it out, or those beams, check it out. But listen, he just looks bad. I mean, he doesn't look like he's telling the truth. He looks like a clear star fucker, a clear clout chaser, a creepy guy. It's very cringe inducing. You look at his face and like literally I saw him and I cringed back. He just looks like something unhealthy.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He just looks unhealthy. It's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and I am sorry. Yes, yes. Let me be clear. It looks unhealthy. Let me be clear. It looks unhealthy because I'm not sure where we're at on the spectrum anymore. There. This is.
I
this
love
is
you,
some-
Johnny. That should tell you enough where you were.
Yeah, yeah. It's some gray area. By the way, guys, if you like this, make sure you like and subscribe. By the way, we are like less than 1,000. We're like 900 subs away from 40K. We are on the road to 40K.
Wow.
So, guys,
Nice. Get it.
seriously, push forward. I want to get to 40K today. That would be amazing.
And shame on you if you don't subscribe to this guy.
If you're not subscribed, I don't know what the fuck you're doing right now. I know what you're doing with your life.
Because I've got
Literally.
1,100 subscribers, and he's responsible for like 1,098 of those. So
And by the way,
subscribe to
guys,
him.
I will say thank you for helping me get Legal Vices over to 1,000 subs, above 1,000 subs. We did it for him. He was a little skeptical, but we got him there. So appreciate that, guys. His channel, of course, is at Legal Vices. I will add his name to the description of this video as well. Paulina says, who told you don't have to go to law school? No law school here is 5 years long, and then you have to do a bar exam that's applied to OAB. It is easier seeing unbarred law students working as paralegals, but they can't. Okay, weird. Maybe they misrepresented that, Paulina, because that's what they explained to me. But maybe it's just different than how we do it. I don't know, but that's very, very short. But also the thing is, Paulina, can you go to law school straight out of your high school? Because I think that's what they're explaining is you can go from high school into the law school, which is 5 years long, and you don't have to go to undergrad as a requirement because we have to do 7 years, right? So four in undergrad and then 3 after that as law school. So 7 total. So I think that's Brazil still, you can do it faster, but that may just be me. Luciana said, this may be a silly question, but why did they have a trial in the UK? Kind of lost why there's a trial in the US and the UK. Jeff, are you familiar with this? Do you want to explain this to people?
I actually didn't follow the lawsuit in the UK. I just know
Really?
was it the Sun that reported?
Yes.
They went after the Sun.
So they went after a periodical. So Amber Heard, let me be very clear because people have asked this question. Amber Heard was never on trial in the UK. She's not a UK citizen. She doesn't have a corporate entity there they can sue. They went after the Sun. Now, Amber Heard was the key witness. She was very important in that because this was all about Amber Heard. So they had a trial where Amber Heard testified, but it was about the Sun. They were suing the Sun. They weren't suing Amber Heard herself. Now in the United States, for the first time, Amber Heard's crazy ass is on the line personally. So it's not the Sun. It's her personally. And in addition to the Washington Post, right? Of course, their ass is on the hook too. But that's what the difference is. The Sun is a British periodical. They had to sue the Brits, sue those guys in the Queen's country. And of course, because they have fucking ridiculous law over there, because literally it makes no sense. Even the judge was like, yeah, this is kind of not right for Johnny, but under the British law and the way it works over there, we've got to rule against you. So it was.
And he was simping. All I know is like after the verdict came out, I went back and he apparently was simping pretty hard for Amber too during the whole thing.
Johnny?
No, the judge in the
judge.
UK case.
Yeah, of course he was. They're all big fucking. Sorry, I mean we got some base people in the UK. We do have some base people in the UK, but just like the United States, we got a lot of fucking simps over here. We got a lot of simps over there, and there's cucks over there just the same as over here. There's no difference. I mean, globally, especially in the Western world, there's a surplus. Paulina says, oh, no, wait. Sorry, I got that one. Next one was, let's go back up here, which was Jennifer, $1 super chat. Appreciate that. Hanger Chick says, Itaewon Red Light District.
Hooker Hill, man.
Say more.
Yeah, we've talked about Hooker Hill.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to say about it in general, Jeff? I mean, you want to give a little. I mean, Jeff is the literal repository for history, particularly the seedier parts of Korea history. There's a reason why his channel is Legal Vices, not Legal Virtues.
Yeah.
So let me just be clear.
And Itaewon is a repository for legal vices. So never mind. No, we've talked about it. We've talked about our night out there. We've hitting the legitimate bars, of course.
Yes, I was the most drunk I was in Korea. It was great.
and we're gonna fix that next time we're together.
Yes.
Incremental records.
I'll definitely get a hotel room that's close by that I can stagger to.
We've had references to hooker bowling down the very steep incline in the slippery, icy winter. Yeah, it's a great place. It's been gentrified though. If that's you in the picture, you're slightly older than modern times being there, and it's been incredibly gentrified now.
Mm-hmm. They're still hoes, but they've spread out, right? You can just see them on the street. That's the main difference. Ray Marshall says, I married one like Amber while in the army, very abusive, had to be the focus, etc. Even told me, I quote, "You know nothing of my sacrifice. I left my friends to marry you after I came home injured from Iraq." Man, I dated a girl like this who I remember I literally helped her get her job. I wrote like a recommendation letter for her. I like fucking talked to somebody who worked at the office where she was. I like got her set up in a lot of the organizations. I helped her set up in the city. I helped her move in. You know, this was way back in my blue pill days, long time ago. And, you know, she would say shit like that. And that's when I knew. I was like, bro, I got to get rid of this crazy bitch, because she'd be like, oh, you've done nothing for me. You know, I sacrificed all this to come here for you. I'm like, bitch, I got you a job. Like, you were going to be unemployed. Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now?
If I would have had the same self-esteem I had at 23 as I do now, my life would have been drastically different.
Yeah, so hopefully people can learn a lesson from this. I really do hope that. I hope people can watch this trial, because even women, Jeff, women are reaching out and saying, I never knew there were people like this. I'm like, yes. And do you wonder why some men are traumatized? Because they are traumatized when people, they laugh. They're like, oh, you're afraid of being Me Too'd? Ha, 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 ha. No.
Yes.
Amber Herds are out there and they are coming for dudes. Like, they are really coming for dudes. And the problem is that not everybody has the money and the PR teams and the, you know, the fan base to be able to fight back like Johnny Depp. It just doesn't exist. It really doesn't. And so, Ray, I'm glad you're speaking up, and I'm glad you're seeing that, hey, you know, at least in this case, awareness will come. Just know that people are becoming aware to this. People are waking up to this. At least people are saying, hey, this can happen to guys too. Let's be a little bit more thoughtful to men. Let's recognize men have problems. Let's look at the people who may be your brothers, who may be your cousins, who, if you're a mom, you may have sons, right? Understand that they're going to have to go through this shit. And if we do not take them seriously, they're going to have a bad time in society. If we do not take their problems seriously and take their claims seriously, we're going to have a real bad problem in society. It's not going to be a good time. Did you hear why Johnny Depp stopped hanging around IO creepy? I can imagine 500 reasons why. I mean,
I don't know why he'd want to hang around him in the first place, but
yeah. I will say, you know, frankly, it seems like Johnny Depp kind of doesn't care who he hangs around. They keep trying to shame him for the Marilyn Manson stuff. And it's like, Marilyn Manson is at this point, I mean, yeah, he dresses in makeup, but who cares? He's no weirder than these, you know, LGBTQ+, you know, things you're trying to promote on the side. Like, Marilyn Manson isn't even that weird anymore. I don't know about that.
I guarantee you, if you hung out with Marilyn Manson on a Friday night, you would have the best fucking Friday night you've ever had in your entire life.
I'm sure. Apparently, he talks a lot, according to Johnny, though. He had to like smoke him out to shut him up. He's like, yo, Manson, hit this bong. You know,
and if Johnny Depp is telling you you're talking a lot, you're talking a lot.
Yep. By the way, so I will be on Legal Bites. I was on. I'll try to see if I can get Legal Vices in. You know, Alita's been limiting. Alita's been limiting the people that come in. But if I can introduce him, and guys, you following him right now and getting his channel more subscribers helps me introduce him to other channons. So that's
him or Nick would be my dream, but I hold out zero aspirations.
Oh, we'll get you there. Don't worry. I got him by the nose, guys. Literally. Rich Rigby says, hey, from the UK, why do you think the Kate Moss reference slip up wasn't really focused on by Camille on Cross? Massive own goal soccer team. Well, they did bring it up. Remember, they brought up her ex-wife, Talisa, what is it, Talisa Van Ray? How do you fucking say her name?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Talisa, I think is her name. So correct me in the chat if I'm wrong there. But essentially, they brought that up because they opened the door with the Kate Moss shit. So the Kate Moss shit opened the door to attack Amber. And Amber self-owned herself on that. I completely agree with you. That was a massive self-own. she didn't have to do that at all. Like, but she opened that door by saying that because she thought she could paint Johnny as having that bad character. She thought that was smart. And what did she end up doing? She ended up playing herself, in the immortal words of Ice Cube.
And I think you'll see a lot more of it during the rebuttal phase.
Oh, yes. Accountability is a hell of a thing, especially when you're a sociopath. Heard's finding out that the hard way. 100%. She's finding out that in court, she can't just whine and cry and go fuck James Franco and fuck Elon and literally use her pussy as a magic key to open up any door whenever she gets into a problem. That's what she's been used to doing. And you're finding out she's going to hit a massive wall right now in the terms of the court system, which is calling around her bullshit, and public opinion, which is now clearly against her, despite the best efforts of bots on the Heard side to pretend that she's got some sort of standing. I keep seeing on Twitter, it's so funny. I'll see that I stand with Amber Heard trending for a second, but then literally when you refresh, it'll go away later. But it's so funny. It trends. And I think a lot of the times, like, for example, I just looked on Twitter, it just bounced off. And now the one that's trending is Amber Heard deserves prison. So I think what they'll do is they'll try to like spam it all at once, but they can't endure it. There's always an Amber Turd, and Amber Heard is a liar. Amber Heard is a psychopath. All the good ones trending on Twitter.
Well, and there's an interesting thing. I was looking at this the other day with the hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp had over 10 billion views. The Justice for Amber Heard had, I think it was like 32.7 million. Mm-hmm. And then there was like the hashtag Amber Heard had, I think it was 8.2 or 8.4 billion hits. So, just looking at who had the billions and who had the millions, the hashtag Amber Heard was being used by the Depp supporters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's how they were like fucking with the algo. Like they were like hacking it with that for a while because they could get their anti-Amber Heard ones up high. I mean, that was one of the things I think that they were using. By the way, David Chapman says, love the hats. Well done getting Dr. Robotnik on the show. Yes. He's going to catch that hedgehog one day.
Ron Jeremy. Not going to catch him.
Dragon's Treasure. After both testified, I'm positive the jury has made up their mind. The remaining trial just feels like unnecessarily filler. Yes. So Dragon's Treasure, based on everybody who's been in the court, DUI guy, Runkle, Law and Lumber, Christine, who's been on my channel repeatedly. She was just on this morning for me, this last evening for you. Everybody who's been in there has pretty much said that nobody is buying the shit that Amber and her team are putting down. All the focus is on Johnny, on Johnny's team, on their questions. It's all been on them. So I'm pretty sure at this point, Amber's pretty screwed. She's pretty much, her team has taken a giant Amber turd collectively. But we're going to see. I mean, we're going to see that.
Have we confirmed whether she's out of Aquaman now or not?
That's what the rumor is. So the rumor is that she's out of Aquaman.
God, I hope so.
So that would be good. By the way, I've seen this, by the way, for us is Mindset Advice to do some IRL Korean Torch Twitch streams. So he's actually got the same vlogging camera that I do. And like, I do some vlogs around Korea. So I'm like posting those. I should have one posted, one of the temples near here, and I'll do one drinking soon enough again. I mean, cause that's my favorite activity. But yeah, check that over that. I know Jeff does stuff around Korea. He knows like some of the best spots in Busan. He's in Busan at the southern tip of Korea. It's on the water. I'm in Seoul, which is the largest city, and Busan is the second largest city. So
we're literally opposite corners. Busan is down here and Seoul is up over here.
But with a short 2.5 hour, slightly zombie infested train to Busan, you can get there real quick. So it's always a short ride. Literally, I can go down there for the day and come back if I wanted to. That's how quick and efficient.
Oh, you're a young man if you can still do that.
Oh, I can do that easy, bro. Come on. Amateur hour. Amber Heard is proving Ed to be everything Dr. Curry testified to. Guys, wait for redirect. Right? When they bring her back, she is gonna fucking wreck Amber. She's gonna talk about the testimony and how she testified and what she said, and she's gonna put baby in a corner. It is gonna be glorious. This will be absolutely glorious. And Amber is gonna get so fucking triggered. Like, I just want the camera to be on Amber's face when the doctor's describing her. It's going to be glorious. All right. So Paulina is explaining Brazilian school here. So then, no, you need 9 years of fundamental school grade, junior high, then 3 years of high school, and then you go to college, depending on what college you go to. Might be year prep or many years of those. Okay, so after high school, you're going to college. Okay, yeah, that seems about 3 years of high school, but I guess junior high probably takes up a grade of that because it seems like going through ninth grade there. So instead of in the US where we go 9th through 12th. So a little bit different. Good insight into that. Thank you for that, Paulina.
I want Dr. Mommy's husband to bring muffins for everybody in the courtroom.
If that fucking happens, if we get muffins in that goddamn courtroom, I think it's over. But I think there'd be too much bias on that, right? Like if the judge is eating a mommy muffin, like, I mean, I think that'd be a problem. Curvy Nerd says, counselor in training here, and she meets many of the DSM VTR criteria for antisocial personality disorder.
So do I.
Previous called God damn it, Jeff. Yeah, I believe this. I completely believe this. She's not just antisocial. I mean, she's like a nuke to any social group. She's going to destroy your friends, destroy your family, put your kids with this, creature, this orbiter who's trying to groom them and make them into LGBTQA++. I mean, all sorts of horrible things happen when you put yourself.
She seems like she'd be the friend you would have around because she knows Johnny Depp. Yeah.
And she knows that's why she got big. So we're going to see in this breakdown, when she literally has this mental fucking breakdown, you're going to see exactly how she's insecure about these things. Aquaman 3 made it viral. Yeah, I think that the scuttlebutt is that she's out, right? Is that she's out of any future things, that she's getting cut. So that's the scuttlebutt. Is her Aquaman days are over. And frankly, I'd be surprised if she gets kept on by L'Oreal, right? I think after this, L'Oreal may have to reconsider because guess what? Dior Sauvage sold out, right?
Yeah.
Sold out worldwide, just completely sold out. US, UK, it's gone. They made money by standing by Johnny Depp. Ain't nobody going to make money by standing by Amber Turd.
Even was it Bruckheimer that's the producer of the Pirates movies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just came out and he said that he's not planning on having Johnny Depp back at this time. So now he's gone from never in a fucking million years to not at this time, but implying the door is open for a return.
The door is open, guys. The door is 100% open. Yes, I think so. I think so. Nancy, what's up, Nancy? Good to see you again in the chat. Missed you here talking. So as someone who no longer talks to my childhood best friend because of her BPD, it's an absolutely devastating illness. Both men and women suffer from BPD, so listen to people who are trapped by them. Yes. I think there is a split. I think it tends to be statistically, I think women tend to have BPD. I think it's women have BPD a little bit more. Men have NPD a little bit more, narcissistic personality disorder. But once again, I mean, it's not fun. And of course, she was also diagnosed on top of that with histrionic personality disorder, HPD. So apparently, from the people that have explained this to me, histrionics is all about attention. So yeah, you've got this devastating illness, BPD on top of HPD. It just creates it's a Hiroshima and a Nagasaki to your social life and your personal life. You don't want to let somebody like that in your life. You want to keep them out of your life. It's not your job. Remember, it's not your job to help these people. It's not your job, guys, to save a hoe. And girls, not your job to save a bro. Same thing. All right. Hanger Chick says, I know quite a bit about Korea. I have a lake house between Pyeongtaek, or just mean Pyeongtaek, and Chonan near Humphreys. I also have a apartment in Suwon and Busan. Oh, wow. Oh,
come and visit.
You're really tiny. I was in Suwon last weekend. Actually, I'm going to see if I have enough footage to put together a Suwon vlog of the palace and the castle there, but it was a really good time. Had really good galbi, fucking delicious. Yeah. So awesome. Yeah. And if you're ever in Korea, guys, if you ever come to Korea, slide into my DMs or hit up Legal Vices. Yep. He's Whiskey Guy Korea on Instagram as well.
Yep. Yeah.
So if you want to hit either one of us up, if you're in Busan or Seoul, let us know. I'll come have a drink with you. 100%.
Hey, drinks on me in Busan.
Look at that, guys. Drinks on Jeff in Busan. So you've already got it there. So, all right. Luciana, can't wait to see Dr. Shannon Curry again.
Me too,
yes.
but probably for different reasons.
No, I think it's the same reason as a lot of
Okay,
people.
yeah,
The
yeah.
mommies in the chat are gonna get spammed immediately. And look, this I'm gonna say there's a lot of lovely ladies in this one. You've got Mr. Mommy Muffins, you've got Camille, you've got Shanley Porter Painter in the audience. She was in a blue dress. She was in orange yesterday. Apparently, she's very sweet on top of being absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
But what's the breakdown between sides for the attractive people? How many attractive people are on Amber's side? Or do they all look like Amber acts? A big fat fucking goose egg.
I think that Amber is one of those types of women, and you see them, especially the ones that need attention, especially a histrionic woman. She's going to be intimidated by other women who are attractive. So she's the one. You know, she always would talk about how Johnny was insecure about other women and men and everybody who was around her. Whether it was a flight attendant or other men or whatever, how he was insecure. As I've said throughout this, it's all projection. She's insecure because she needs all the attention to be on her. Y'all think Camille should have pressed on the grumpy on Cross. I don't think she even mentioned it. No, I think she did what she needed to do. I think the grumpy has been brought up. They literally tackled the grumpy on direct. I think that they spent too much time on the grumpy. Amber made the grumpy bigger than it needed to be. And it was sort of the lady doth protest too much moment. If you know your Shakespeare, right? She said way too much in her defense. She was offering way too many excuses. Listen, that was very, very suspect.
My dog shit next to me. I know it. It smells. The end.
It smells like a dog shit too, not like a human shit. They have different smells and they have different consistencies and looks. I'm not a poo expert, but question: do you watch K-drama or listen to K-pop? Jeff is a huge BTS stan. And as somebody who is on the internet, we are no. Jeff was doing that as the K-pop cheer. Because the number one rule of the internet is you do not piss off K-pop stans. They are fucking insane. The word is, Jeff, correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Is it the Sasang fan, the crazy fans?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty much literally insane. They try to kidnap them off the stage sometimes. They're completely obsessed. They stalk them. When they find out they have a boyfriend, or a girlfriend, they have a fucking meltdown. It's crazy. K-dramas, okay, I've watched them when I'm like drunk in a hotel. My Korean is like almost non-existent. But the one thing about K-dramas and K-movies, and Jeff will attest to this, is they overact everything. So for example, if we were doing the Amber Heard trial and I said, Jeff, act this out.
Okay.
And then I saw the picture and it was human fecal matter. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. That is a K-drama. You just watch a live K-drama. It is like
Eagle Moya.
Yeah, like that. And they like pause there for a second, you know? That's why everybody in Kingdom dies, because they're just frozen in like a pose as the zombie comes for them.
And you can tell the evil one because she just sits there the whole time.
Yep.
You know, she's the evil bitch.
It's clear. There's always like a clear evil person. Very, very clear. No, I said Johnny Depp for Aquaman. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. That would be hilarious if Johnny Depp was in Aquaman 3. That'd be hilarious. Literally. Just put him in instead. Just Captain. In fact, just make him Captain Jack Sparrow. That'd be even better. Okay. Luciana says, Dr. Curry will start saying, remember my previous class? Let's summarize what we learned about. You know what, though? I'll listen. I'll sit for that class, Luciana. I will 100% sit for her intensive, massive, open online course.
I don't sim for any woman, but I do appreciate God's handiwork.
See, I was like, oh, simp. It's like there's appreciation, there's simping. I'm not giving her any of my money, right?
No.
I mean, I would hire her if she was performing a service for me for a fair rate at a market value, and I appreciate her aesthetics. That's like appreciating a statue versus wifing up the statue and making the sex doll your waifu, right? That's completely different, guys. Completely different. Change.org petition up to 4.4 million signatures. Holy shit.
Nice.
Damn.
And that's
Damn.
4.4 million people that are not going to see the movie if she's in it.
Yeah. Right here, it says, and this I'm gonna catch this one. Usually I don't catch non-super chats, but this is good. So Tug posted about L'Oreal just dropped Amber. Okay,
seriously?
well, that's great. But I mean, I know that I will say one thing. I mean, I believe Tug, but he's like, I don't know where his sources are because he gets stuff, he like makes these predictions a little bit ahead of time. So maybe he's got some sources. I haven't seen anything. I looked for that real quick. Like I haven't seen that yet, but I believe it. I mean, they should. I think after her, literally what she did and what we're gonna watch here real quick is I don't think any company can stand behind her. She's too problematic. She's too hot. And even she said it. Even she said that people won't hire her, and rightly so. And also, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to send Amber back to the stripper pole she fell off in Austin. Appreciate that, Danielle. Ian says, that thing, Io, was grooming Johnny Depp's underage daughter. Yes, it is grooming to put the label of LGBTQ++ on a minor without their consent or understanding, use their photos in an LGBTQ periodical, literally advertising her sexuality to deviants, and at that same time, not telling Johnny Depp about it, doing it completely without his permission. That is fucking grooming. It's grooming. I mean, hands down. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Drinks on you, helicopter ride and skydive over Seoul on me. Heyo.
Helicopter ride, yeah. Skydive.
Heyo.
My
Heyo.
rule is if the plane is working, I'm staying in it until it touches
What is
the
it?
ground.
Why are you jumping out of a perfectly good plane? No, I
Because
love
I'm
it.
a Johnny Depp style pussy. I'm not jumping out of a working plane. That's just I'm a fucking coward.
I've been on some really fucking cool helicopter rides. So the one in the
Yeah.
Grand Canyon was good. I did one in Brazil. That was really fun. That one was a little bit risky in my life, but it was still fun. So yeah, I'm definitely be down for that.
Oh, I'd take a helicopter ride in a second. I love helicopter rides.
Viper91 says, with this being a defamation case, all she has to do is prove any abuse just once to the jury. Defo is hard to win with free speech and us. Viper, I agree on the law. And this is something I've been talking about. And this is what I talk about on my channel. A lot of lawyers, they fucking laser focus on the law. They say, oh, this is the law. But we've seen people make decisions that stretch the law, that bend the law. Maybe they reinterpret the law. Sometimes they do it for the worse. I think in cases like Kim Potter and some of the other cases that have been gone down, they've made the wrong decisions. However, we saw in some cases like Rittenhouse where they make the right decisions. And in this case, defamation, and all the lawyers will tell you this. And Jeff, let me know if you disagree with this. But I think it comes down to who they like better, frankly, because there's enough facts to get past a motion to dismiss. They were able to get in here and say, hey, there's enough law to take this to trial. I think at this point where they got in trial, where they've survived all the motions, I think it really comes down to who do they believe and like more? Do they believe and like more Johnny Depp or Amber Heard based on what they've seen in court?
Oh, I completely agree. And even if he loses, even if the jury comes back with I mean, they can both lose this case. They can both say neither one of you met your burden of proof. But even if that happens, I don't think Johnny Depp really cares if he wins the case or not. This was all about getting out his story that she's been spewing out for the last 6 years, getting his side out in a controlled environment where he just says this was in a court of law, not the court of opinion, which creates a situation where even if he loses in the court of law, he wins in the court of public opinion.
Yeah, exactly. All right. The next is Joshua. It says, have a friend who is a vet. Pot doesn't make them sick for life. I mean, this is a ridiculous thing right now. I mean, frankly, the argument, first of all, that the fucking dogs ate the pot and that made them shit on the bed, like that was the ridiculous part. And then the whole pot is a gateway drug. Frankly, guys, let me be clear, guys.
The dog's a coke addict now.
I may have at one point in my life, whether legally or illegally, statute of limitations has run, smoked the devil's lettuce. All right. And let me tell you, after a healthy amount of experience with that I can neither nor confirm nor deny, I can say it's not a fucking gateway drug. Okay, guys. It's not going to make you sick for life. It's not going to make you fucking fucked up in the head. Now, listen, there's a lot of negative effects, right? Like if you're stoned all the time, you're not going to get a lot of shit done, right? You're going to be kind of like chilling, right? You're going to watch a lot of Rick and Morty. You're going to like sit around and play some video games, right?
Are you
You're
old
gonna
enough to remember the PSAs that were on MTV with had the kids sitting down and playing the video games in the basement, and Dad comes down, damn it, get a job, you lazy, no good nothings, and the tagline is smoke dope and nothing will happen to you too. I'm thinking, whoa, if I smoke weed, I get to sit home and play fucking video games all day. Awesome.
And 20 years later, people are living at home with their parents. Yep, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. No, I do remember some of those. Yeah, so that was a huge lie. And the fact that she's trying to, I think generally, the fact that she's trying to say people who are drug users are abusers. That is a horrible take. That is a fucking garbage take to say you use drugs, you become a monster, you automatically are an abuser. No, particularly what he was taking. I really don't see him as the result of taking whatever he was taking and what he was taking. I don't see him becoming horribly violent. It just doesn't add up.
Well, this is one thing I'd like to see the in-court people talk about, because it was Law and Lumber that was talking about how everyone is much younger than they expected. Assuming most of them are in their late 20s, early 30s, they're in the sort of the vanguard of the legalized weed generation. So I mean, are they just gonna be looking at her going, yeah, bullshit. We all do mushrooms, and we all do we all do weed, we all do MDMA.
Everybody has done that. Like literally everybody has done that. I mean, literally, I talked to girls that, you would think they were like the goodiest good girl out there. They were the girls getting the straight A's, the Asian girls that are like the straight A Asian girl student. Those girls are doing MDMA and getting down at festivals. Those girls are like doing shrooms. Those girls are doing LSD. Like they're there, like they're wilding out. And that's just the generation, because all of them are fucking doing it. And when you try to throw that in court, make some boomer ass argument that, okay, you used MDMA, that means you're going to fucking, pummel someone in the face with your heavily ringed hand. That doesn't add up. That just doesn't add up.
It just makes you want to hug them
or fuck them. I mean, that's really what it makes you want to do. Yeah, I mean,
diplomatic.
Yeah, I'm not diplomatic at all. Speaking of not diplomatic, my good friend Andy, the game maker, shout out to I will say the younger stepbrother. No, he's the actual brother, not a stepbrother of Legal Bites here. Andy, hope you're doing well. I sent you the link if you want to come on, motherfucker. So not only
get on right now,
that Amber pooed the bed, but it was surprising that Camille would get her to poo on the stands. I mean, that is so good. That is so good, Andy. Thank you. She definitely pooed herself. That's why she ran out like a crying little girl. Daniel says, even if Johnny loses the defamation, he wins the defecation case.
Okay, that's the best comment I've seen tonight. He wins
this does win. You do win the internet tonight, Daniel. Good job. You win on that one. Anna's flabby arms say, I believe is this referring to Anna Star Wars girl? I think it is. But anyways, I think Amber's role in Aquaman 3 has been cut down to 10 minutes confirmed.
That's the last thing I heard.
Allegedly, they're having meeting with Zexter and moving community. Why not? Why do they need it? If she's only 10 minutes, she's not essential to the plot. Let's cut that bitch out. Like, I mean, you still probably have to pay her, but cut her out. At this point, she's going to tank the movie. It'll make more money. People will go to the movie if she's cut out.
Yeah, Jason Momoa gets to check off the made out with her box, and
yeah, exactly. Even though Jason Momoa, I'm not gonna get into simp cast for Jason Momoa. That's a whole separate one. But can JD mention the IO story in rebuttal? Oh yes, they can come back. They can come back and they can bring that up, and I would bring that up. I would bring up all of IO's creepiness, his weird behavior, and what he is. Now they're gonna try to pull the LGBTQ++ immunity card. But that only works on social media. That doesn't work in court. Whether or not you're a he, she, or an it doesn't matter. You still get treated the same way in court.
Do we know IO's pronouns?
I don't give a fuck what its pronouns are, right? I really don't.
Well, that's why I was asking, because I have no idea and I don't care.
I do not care. We're in Korea. We really don't have to care about this stuff. Like we could be not PC and like walking down the street and it's totally completely fine. Like we're not gonna get some random SJW like a fucking Pokemon out of the bushes running up to attack us like just a random event.
I'll tell you, Koreans call themselves yellow. They call themselves Orientals, and you say in America you can't call yourself Oriental, and they're like, "Well, why?"
Right.
It
They're
means
like, "Why?"
from the East, and there's the opposite word, which is Occidental. They just can't wrap their minds around this.
They don't understand why we're so mad about this sort of stuff. They're
Yeah.
like, we're like yellow, like, yeah, we're more yellow than you. And I'm like, yes, this is true. Like, Grimsbar, this is your life on drugs. Jump.com. Yes.
This is your life. This is your mind on drugs. This is your mind shitting on the bed.
Yeah, this is Lance Wolf says Amber Heard claims her bills are $6 million. Is this likely to be accurate, or is she lying, making it sound worse? No, well, her court costs, Jeff, do you think that's accurate? Because I think it's possible.
These guys can't justify billing her $6 million. I mean, maybe from the beginning of whatever depositions
including
and witness fields
hold
she
on.
needed for UK.
Including the UK, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. For this trial, I can't believe these are $6 million attorneys.
Yeah. I think for the UK in this, it's possible, especially because the UK, I imagine that shit's expensive. They probably require some like asinine, arcane shit that you got to write it in like a quail's blood on like some parchment from the Queen's fucking forest. I don't know.
Yeah, you get the Queen's Counsel, the QCs that, I mean, they bill $600-700 an hour.
Yeah. I still remember and love the egg. This is your brain. Crack the door frying pan and frying. This is your brain on drugs. Man, I remember that one played for like a decade.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Now it shits on the bed because it's permanently damaged.
Tug says L'Oreal unfollowed Amber Heard. Okay, so that's a bad sign, right? So even if they haven't dropped her, they're doing the distancing thing. So the distancing is before the drop.
Well, I just checked, and the official tweet said, "We thank you for your opinions on Amber Heard. We'll forward your message to the proper people."
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Weeby Jeebies said $100 million.
Oh God, I didn't even recognize that was a Photoshop job. I didn't even notice that.
That's fucking great. Weeby Jeebies, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I expected an anime one, but that's even better. That's even better, guys. That really makes me happy. It really makes me happy. Muffins and Megapine says, dumb question. What does simp mean? Do you want to explain simp, Jeff?
Oh no, you go ahead. You're much better at this to me. You were based before I was.
Well, I mean, it really comes from simpleton. Well, back in the day, it was used in mostly rap videos, but nowadays, essentially, somebody who is used broadly on the internet. Anytime somebody is advocating for somebody at the expense of their own dignity, shame, money, wallet. Typically, it's a guy who typically it's mostly used for guys who are simping, or i.e. giving their life, giving their money, giving everything over to a particular woman. You see this a lot with Twitch streamers, with the people who are giving all their money to Amaranth, all the money for the bathwater, right? All the money for used panties, for whatever the hell else they're selling, right? These people who will never touch them in their lives, who will never be with them in their lives. Io will never be Amber Heard's partner, whatever it wants to be. It will never have that, whether it's sexual or marital or whatever. It won't have that. However, it gives everything. It gives everything to Amber. Really,
that's
everything.
A much more impassioned definition than I ever would have given. I would just say it's the idiot assholes that think, oh, the bar girl touched me or looked in my general direction, so she likes me, so I'll continue to buy her drinks until she likes me, and it never happens. That was going to be my explanation. You were much more impassioned.
No, but that's the most common way you see it. You see it in day-to-day life. And I say, look, guys, don't understand that the bartender has a job to do. The stripper has a job to do too. That doesn't mean she doesn't have nice tits. We can all appreciate her nice tits, ladies and gentlemen. We can all appreciate the nice tits. However, just understand, she's doing her job. She's not in love with you, right?
She has one job, to liberate you from your money. That is their job. Bartender, restaurateur, waitress, Hooters, employee, hooker. It doesn't matter. That's it.
And here's the thing. We can enjoy it and not be mad about it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the assets. Enjoy it. But just do not misinterpret it for what it is.
And no, anything she tells you, she's told at least 5,000 other people that month.
Probably, I was gonna say probably that day. So just understand that, guys.
You're much more impassioned. That's why you're the GOAT. There's 4,600 people watching you now.
I see it way too much. I see it everywhere. And this case just shows in so many ways how guys, even rich and famous guys, people like Elon Musk, people like James Franco, these are people who are supposed to be, the top of the world. They're supposed to be in charge of industry, in charge of, everything. I mean, look, this stuff about Elon is coming out at the same time as he bought Twitter, which is awesome. I really support that. Twitter has gotten more free ever since he's even just bought it. It's gotten better already. That's great. I love that. But Elon Musk also fucking simped for Amber Heard by buying her a security team, by paying for her contribution to the charity. That's right. The only contributions to those charities have come from Elon and Johnny. She hasn't sent a dime from her own account to those charities. Not a fucking dime.
This is it. There's 4,600 people watching you right now. You need 400 more to get to 40,000. Come on, anybody that hasn't subscribed, get over to the GOAT. Get him to 40,000.
Please, God, I'm almost there. I'm going for 40. Once I hit 40K, that's it. It's over. We've made it. We've crushed the internet, guys. That's it. I will put on the cowboy hat. I will just ride out. It'll be perfect. It'll be glorious.
Get it over there. Pledge 5 million votes, but at least give him 400 actual votes.
That's all I need, guys.
That's
all I
it.
need.
Because he's the GOAT.
Piano Dean says, sorry, this is off topic, but I always want to ask a lawyer why the Goldmans couldn't go after OJ Simpson's NFL or SAG pensions. Oh, you want to get into that, Jeff?
I believe pensions are protected from enforcement laws.
Pensions are not wages. They can garnish your wages, but they cannot garnish your pension. Now, here's what they can do. Sometimes, in rare circumstances, they can take a one-time distribution from something like a pension. They can go after it once, but only on one distribution. So for example, let's say you're getting a monthly pension check. They can go after it once and they're done. It's just not worth it for them to do that. They can't automatically have a pension rerouted. They can also go after your bank account itself. They could say, okay, we're going to hit the bank account, but they just hit it once. They can't double tap that. So because it's not a wage, it's hard for them to go after. Same thing, by the way, goes for contractor payments, which I'm not advising you guys. This is hashtag not legal advice, not financial advice. But let's say you did have something they're going after. You had somebody going after something. If you're a contractor, if you're a 1099 employee or whatever, you're a little bit less susceptible, or you're making money off your pension or royalties, a little bit less susceptible to fuckery. Just
set up a personal corporation, a legal mindset LLC.
I'm just saying, this is not a legal mindset, my second channel, which I haven't published anything on yet, but I'm just saying it's an option strategically. The old adage is it's cheaper to keep her does not apply to crazy women. Oh my God. Yes, Britt. DC is getting a divorce. Pay her the contract money, cut losses, even when you have zero footage in the file. Yes, it pays to just get rid of them. The reason why divorces, Jeff, why do divorces cost so much?
The only people that win in contested divorces are the lawyers. And from a personal perspective, why it cost me so much is I was a beat down Johnny Depp blue pill motherfucker. Mm-hmm. There was one point in my life where literally I had about 1 square meter of my house that I could call my own, which was my side of the bed. I had bought into this shit that I'm valueless, I'm shit, no, I'm not worth anything, and I had processed this because that's just that's the mindset I was, and it got down to the point where, why am I still alive? I'm either gonna kill myself or kill somebody else, and at 42 years of age, to get out of that, to dig out of my personal mental hell, I walked out of the house with $10,000 I had in a safety deposit box, 2 bags of clothes, my bookshelves, and my Harley.
Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty badass to walk out with your Harley. I'm not gonna lie.
I said, fucking keep the house, keep the car, keep the bank account. That's how much I wanted out of that. Because at some point it clicked, and I went, I have fucking value. Mm-hmm. For me, that was why it cost so much. It was the price of freedom. It was that I was willing to get rid of everything to get the fuck out of that situation. And it sucks starting life again at 42, but it's possible.
It's possible. It's very possible. And I would say it's never too late to start again, guys. Your freedom is fucking worth it, and your happiness is worth it. Your happiness is worth it. Just think about that. Your happiness is absolutely worth it. And I'll say this: I was actually setting you up. I didn't know if you knew the line, but the saying is, divorce. Why is it worth so much? Why does it cost so much? Because it's worth it, right?
Oh,
But
Sorry,
you literally,
I was in
No,
my
no, no, no.
emotional state.
You gave Jeff. You gave the right long answer to that, which is, it's worth it to get out of an abusive cycle, right? And to bring a little bit of levity here, guys, because this is a legal mindset. We like to have fun. We like to bring some like levity to these darker situations. This was sent to me on Twitter. Brazers, now starring Amber Heard.
Oh man.
Woo! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh
don't
boy!
do
Oh
that.
boy!
That
Thank
was
you, guys.
That was 100 proof alcohol that just went down.
Guys, at the legal mindset for Twitter, Esquire International for my Instagram. My Instagram's only at 2K. If you guys want to follow that, Esquire International, I tend to post more Korea stuff there. So if you asking me Korea questions, definitely do that on my Instagram, Esquire International, and you can file Whiskey Guy Busan. He's one of my
Whiskey Guy Korea.
Korea, sorry, Whiskey Guy Korea.
And WHISKEY.
I pledge 200K over the next 50 years, but after taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much for your pledge, Jonathan. Efal says, not to be the fat guy in the room, but I'm insanely jealous of Korean street food. Texas style is better barbecue. It's different. It's not even like Korean barbecue and Texas barbecue are completely different. That's like apples and oranges. You do not compare them. I don't think of them in the same way.
No.
Like, yes, the word barbecue is used, but they're different. Like brisket
Should be grilled
Texas,
Korean food.
Yeah. Brisket in Texas is like not the same as what brisket is there. The preparation is different. How it's cooked is different. It's a different animal. The only thing is it's beef or pork that's cooked. Like that's the only similarity. Try it. It's completely different. The street food is good. I can never pronounce. God damn it. Tabuki, right? I can never pronounce that correctly.
Yeah, the tteokbokki.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah.
It's the
Because
hard
of Korean
T,
street food and Texas barbecue. I am the fat guy in the room, but hey, we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of the 60 COVID pounds that are on me.
Hey, it's time, man. I'll keep you. I'll be your responsibility, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Drex030 says 44 objections, 38 sustained. Camille Vasquez is my hero. Yes. She's gonna make partner, guys. Camille is gonna make it. Camille's gonna make
30 minutes is brutal.
Camille's gonna make it. All right. So let's just jump into this here. Oh, wait, hold on. Two more things here. This is the pledge of my soul, just for legal purposes. I have no intent in paying in full. Wrong, Andrew. I just pledged Amber Heard the whole 7 million. Confucius, ass, grass, and gas. Very good. No one rides for free. Io's nose ring was gross, looked like a booger. Yes, it's fucking disgusting. Okay. Oh, and the last one here, Dana Chapman says, all this food talk is making me feel like a hot curry. Oh my God.
Ow.
I fucking love curry. All right, we're going in, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Guys, say it with me now. Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
Suck my
dick. All right, here we go.
Played, correct?
That's correct.
And in one of those recordings, you told Mr. Depp, quote, I hope to God Jack's stepfather teaches him more about being a man than your fucking left nut.
Oh, don't you fucking do that, you bitch. That's what my ex was doing. She would pull my 4-year-old son and was like, whatever you do, don't grow up to be a man like your father.
Yep, don't grow up to be a pussy like your dad. Don't be a bitch like him.
Fucking hate
this
you
is
for that.
The worst and most toxic behavior ever is they go after the fucking kids. It's disgusting. It's immoral. It's horrible. It's horrible. By the way, I love that you did wear white today. It's like people are definitely gonna Photoshop the wings on her there.
Do you remember that?
I do not remember what exactly I could hear of that recording.
Alanis Morissette in Dogma.
I heard myself make a mention of Jack's new stepfather or potential stepfather. I can't recall.
Potential
Jack
stepfather.
is Mr. Depp's son, right?
That is correct. And I believe I was referencing a marriage that his ex-partner was going to have or getting into.
She's got that Eva Braun hair.
She does.
Referencing that.
She would definitely shit on Hitler's chest. I'll tell you that.
Jack's new stepfather would teach him how to be a man because Mr. Depp couldn't.
I
right?
don't recall exactly what I said, but
Oh, you
there was
don't?
something to that effect.
Let's refresh your memory, bitch.
Let's listen to some of what happened before you said that.
Plaintiffs.
Oh, here we go.
If we could please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 397, which is already in evidence.
This was truly hard to watch yesterday.
4 through 35.
Listen to it. It's hard to listen to.
And then the next clip is 36, 35 through 43.
And watch Johnny's expressions. He does the painful.
Well, let me be very
smirky
clear here,
laugh.
guys. So yeah, to be clear, this is triggering for people who've been in these situations, like absolutely triggering. So I'm going to give a warning here. If you haven't listened to this is also fucking demonic. So once again, Get out your holy water. Get out your garlic. You're gonna need all of it for this.
That's the voice of Satan whispering, kill, fuck me, Jesus.
Yeah, seriously.
Everything's fine, so it doesn't go your way. And
Suck
when
your
it
own
doesn't
dick.
go your way, I'm in trouble. And you know what? I don't need you. I don't want your kind of woman. I don't want your kind of woman. I don't want your kind of woman. I might have. So if I did with you.
Mistake. I wish I had fucking had.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I fucking hadn't. I wish I fucking hadn't bought into any of your fucking lies, your bullshit, your sober fucking presence, your fucking goodness, your sweetness, all the lies. I wish I hadn't bought into the months of you being you. I wish I hadn't bought into promises. I wish I hadn't fucking thought I could have kids with you. You're a fucking kid yourself. I wish I hadn't bought into any of the lies you sold. Talk about fake bill of goods. You're the biggest fucking, you're the biggest fucking seller of fake fucking bill of goods. Talk about presenting yourself as
I
something
did
you're
myself
not.
the fake
Suck my
selling
dick.
goods.
Suck my
I
dick.
fucking you've left nothing and I've left everything. So suck your dick.
Go on.
Which is probably your next move. I don't want to suck your dick. I want nothing to do with your fucking midsection.
That was my favorite line in the trial so far. I want
What?
nothing to do with your. When she said "suck my dick," she says, "I want
Nothing
nothing
to
to
do
do with your fucking midsection."
Yeah, that's so true.
But she is so unhinged, and he's just a man who
Because that's her
has
only
had
power, by
enough.
the way. That's her only power is to like emasculate you. You know, like that's the one move, and it's such an infantile move too. And then
He's-
obviously to attack his career, say he's nothing, say he's selling a bill of goods. I mean, let me finish
He's
this.
a-
Real quick.
yeah.
No shit, I
I don't want to.
He laughs.
It's not really true, Amber.
But that's a painful smirk.
Yes.
It's like you laughing through the pain.
Mhm.
Like I
You
can't
have to.
believe I put up with this shit.
Oh, is it? What is it?
No, I'm sure Rochelle's in it. Call her up. I'm sure she's in it.
Maybe she is. But
I'm sure she is.
She is fucking
I'm
unhinged.
sure she is.
I'll let you know.
Oh, I'm sure she is. I'm sure for her yoga blog.
That fake laugh. That fake laugh is too much to take.
No, I'm sure she's.
That fake laugh is so disgusting.
I'm
Man.
sure she's great. I'm sure she's great.
I'm thinking that you can give me some
No.
of the best performances in
No,
the
no, you're right. I don't. It's all about performance.
Listen to her mocking him. What a horrible fucking human being.
This is evil. This is demonic, guys.
He's saying, "Let's not fight. Let's just you're done." And she's like, "Fuck."
Oh, God.
I
Come on.
don't regret.
Lay on me. What else? What else other things do you want to add?
Can't talk
You
to me,
fucking
sound
lying piece of
positive.
shit. What?
This is exorcist level possession demonic shit here.
Yeah, you Uber's out
Go
there.
away. Go get it.
Yeah,
Wait, is there no other place for you to run in your 15 other houses to go run?
Look at him taunting. So I'll pause it here because I don't want to speak over it too much. Yeah, I mean, literally challenging him, challenging his masculinity, challenging him for running away and removing himself from a situation like this. Literally, if you're in a situation like this, I'll minimize it for a second here. Every part of your body is going to be telling you to get yourself out of this situation, to run, to get out. Literally, if a woman is cackling like that,
That
and
is
laughing?
unfucking hinged.
it's bad. I mean, yeah, Joker laugh. Yeah, I mean, that's the level, right? It's
And
the
she's
level of-
egging him on. She knows she's being recorded and she wants him to hit her. She is pushing him, pushing every fucking button she can push so that he hauls off and whacks the shit out of her on tape, and it doesn't happen.
Yes, exactly. She's pushing it to happen. She's pushing it to happen. She's trying to put herself in a situation where she creates a physical altercation. And this is the whole point of the trial. Amber Heard is doing everything she can to engineer a physical altercation for two reasons. Number one, because she is that crazy. She actually wants a physical altercation. And number two, because she knows in the modern society, especially under our rules, under the culture, under what she was setting as an advocate for, she will be the one who wins in that PR allocation. It will not be Johnny. So even in a situation where she is taunting him, calling him out, even if she pushes him, Johnny's only available response is to run away, but she's shaming him for running away because in fight or flight, you can't fight. Fight gets you in jail.
Oh yeah.
Right? The fight is domestic violence, right? So your fight or flight, when that's triggered, fight is domestic violence, fight is jail. That's off the table. But we're humans. We're wired the same way we were 100 years ago. We can't get rid of that in our nature, especially men. We cannot get rid of that, right? Violence is an inherent part of our nature. It just is what it is, right? But we turn that switch off. We say, okay, we're wiser. Johnny's an older guy. He's wiser. Most guys learn violence is not the fucking answer, especially older guys learn. Violence is not the answer to your problems. You turn that switch off. Okay, let me flee. Let me choose flight. She's calling him a pussy, calling him not a man, making fun of him for fleeing to his other house, which is literally what the recommendation would be, even from a cop, would be to leave in this situation.
But God, just the way she's berating him for him wanting to get out of the situation, for him just wanting to leave, cool off, and just the way she's berating him. It's God. This is not a human. This is a fucking monster.
It's so hard to listen to. It's so hard to listen to. And by the way, guys, from Nancy, thank you to everybody in the chat. We're just happy you're here. Even just a like and a share is extremely helpful. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously, appreciate it. Everything.
Like him and share him. He's less than 100 people away. He's less than 100 subscribers away from 40,000.
People away.
Get him there.
100 to 40K. We can do it.
Forget about
guys.
Me. Get him. Yeah. He deserves this, man.
100 to 40K, guys. I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna get a drink. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna wear my cowboy hat. It's gonna be fantastic, guys. So get me there. And I will be the happiest man.
I'm the John the Baptist to his Jesus Christ. I'm not fit to unbuckle his bootstraps.
Luciana says, when will this trial end? Can't wait for it. It's frankly, I think based on the timing, we got at least 2 more weeks, maybe 3.
May 27th. Do you think she's going to extend? She's pretty set on that May 27th deadline.
She said, hard deadline, but I'm not saying it's impossible. That's what I'm putting out there. But I think let's say May 27th. Okay, we have jury deliberations, so that's the next week, right? So I think she said case in chief ends on May 27th. So jury deliberations can take longer,
and that's a long weekend in the States too. That 27th weekend.
Frankly, in this case, I think that I don't know. I mean, it'd be very interesting. I'm just gonna say it's going to be very interesting. But we got at least this week and next week, minimum. Capricia says, okay, I need some salt, some holy water, and some Winchesters.
And the Winchesters, yeah.
It's like Evil Dead at this point. You need the Necronomicon at this point. Do you think Amber's Fuda got balls or no balls? What do you think if Amber was Fuda?
Well, she's got a dick.
She does have a dick.
Suck it.
She's saying suck it. So
I'm extrapolating.
Extrapolate from there. What other way does she what other way she had to be famous Amber Heard was looking for? Yeah, I mean, Amber Heard, she monetized her beauty. And this is the thing you got to understand, if your monetization of your beauty is your way to go, you've got to make that money during a short window and also find another route for monetization. You can't just hope on scamming people and lying your entire life. Those lies are going to catch up with you. We see this with so many people who think they can get away with scamming and lying and conning people. It does work. Here's the thing. It works for like maybe 10 years, maximum 15, 20 would be pushing it. But eventually, if you're pulling that game, your pretty privilege card gets revoked eventually. And this is a woman whose pretty privilege is getting revoked, and we are all seeing it live and on TV. She is no longer able to lie and to be enabled in ways that are literally illegal.
I mean, hands down, she was drop dead gorgeous. No question about it. Now she's on the cusp.
when she was that slim, right? So skinny with the big boobs and stuff like that, and blonde and stuff. Do you think cocaine may have had a part in her physique and her look at all? I mean, do you think that would have affected that at all?
She was modeling. She was in Hollywood. She was allegedly a stripper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coke and heroin Yeah.
Come on, go be a real married man. Go deal with this.
This is fucking nice.
Go run to the next house. Every man does.
Look at it, challenging your masculinity.
Run away
Literally-
like a pussy.
Literally challenging you. Pretty much what this is, by the way, is to say that the real man would pretty much physically assault her.
This is
Right?
hockey. This is throw down the gloves like a man and square off.
And mind you, this is because Amber Heard was raised by her dad. So she's trying to use these like masculine call outs. It's what like a guy might say to another guy, like, oh, you pussy, you little bitch. What are you doing? You got no balls. Oh, be a man, be a real man. This is what a guy would say to another guy when they're trying to relate with him like that. It's really insane, honestly.
Run away. I know it's hard to
You're
look at yourself.
fucking ridiculous
I know.
clown.
It's
You're
hard.
panic fucking clown.
It's hard. It's hard.
Screwing everybody else
Poor
over
thing.
to get
You're
your
right.
fucking.
I tried.
get what
That's
you
what I
want.
do.
You're the most spoiled fucking brat. And you got everybody.
That's her laughing at being told she screws everybody.
You're right.
That's
She
what I do.
laughs.
often.
You're right. You got to figure it out.
You don't have figure out what you have to offer as opposed to going out and get your tits out.
You're
I
right.
love that line too. Figure out what you've got to offer rather than going out with your tits out.
Well, that's all she's got. That's all she's got. That's her one move,
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're the
You're right. You're right.
excellent choice.
Back to that. Well, I wonder what we else. I wonder what else we can reach.
That's
for.
not normal laughter. That's not even derisive laughter. That's psychotic laughter.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sure there's other things.
But remember, she just wants the best for Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Remember, as she's laughing, remember, as we're listening right now, she said she just wants the best for Johnny Depp. Remember that, guys. It's the same woman.
Relax.
No, I'm not laughing.
Or, no, matter of fact,
I'm
laugh
not
good.
laughing. I'm not. It's
Oh.
serious. I'm sure you can find other things.
I know. And stripping.
That's,
Well,
that's a pained look, right? This is a not enjoying this look.
Yeah.
There's always that. You can
You're
always
right.
go back
You can
to
write
that.
a book.
For
You can
another-
write a
for
book.
another
I
10
know you
minutes.
can write a book.
Yeah, making fun of him for wanting to write a book. Oh fuck.
Oh, should I have you sign an NDA for your book?
You don't-
Your book.
No,
Is this
no.
gonna be good for your book?
What are you
Is this
making
gonna be
it?
good for your book?
I would have fucking hit her by now. I'm sorry to say that, but I would have.
Well, but that's the thing. A normal, like Johnny Depp, I'm gonna actually give him props for exercising a high level of restraint, because a lot of men, it's not just you. I mean, a lot of men, a lot of people, even other women would have slapped her ass by now, right?
Yeah.
People in general, like
Yeah.
not just, I mean, it's not even a gender thing. At this point, like normal people would have just slapped her in a one-on-one. You're alone. She's literally calling you out like this and really attacking you on a personal level. Imagine if someone was attacking you and your accomplishments and laughing at you like that. What would you do, chat? Tell me in the chat, what would
Man.
you do if someone was doing this and talking to you like this? What would you guys do?
And
Are
I'm
you
not
guys
proud
saints?
of it, but I would have. I mean, I
Right,
know
if you were stuck in this
stuck in
position,
the situation. Yeah,
if
exactly.
you couldn't flee, if she was stopping you from running away, right? What would you do?
Hey, I have a good idea. I'll be somewhere of your journals. You don't want to sell out or anything. Let's sell your journals. Oh, wait.
Hey,
Hey, no,
Yeah,
you're
you
not
don't
what?
wanna sell out.
No, you're not
you
selling
don't want
out.
to sell out
No,
Magic Mike.
no.
You don't wanna
Yeah,
sell
'cause
out.
no one does
No,
21 Jump Street when they're in their 20s. No.
Nobody does 21 Jump Street in their 20s. That was the whole fucking point of 21 Jump Street, was older people being fuck off.
It's so stupid.
God damn it.
And how do you sell out in your 20s? Like, I don't get that. Like, what is selling out? You're in fucking Hollywood. Literally, all of you are selling out. You're not doing it for free. What the fuck is selling out? Like, what is the? This
She's
is
going to
deranged.
berate him for wanting to be a heartthrob in his 20s when I thought that was the fucking point of Hollywood.
Right. That's why you go to Hollywood. That's why everyone went to Hollywood.
If you didn't know who the fuck I
You're
was.
right. Go sell your journals to a real non-sellout. 55-year-old. Or, I'm sorry, 50.
56.
51. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. I don't think so.
There you go.
I don't really think so. But you're right. I mean, hey, at least I didn't do like a TV show where I was heartbroken in my 20s. God, that would be like embarrassing.
Wow.
If only I was with someone in their 50s that could point that out to me. Imagine mine.
Yep.
You play a non-sexualized object. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You're right. You got me. You got it all figured out.
I just want to be like Exorcist.
No,
You know,
no,
the power of
no.
Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Yep. I mean, you do need to. This is something you need to exercise from yourself.
Yeah, and watching your head spin. You know, your mother sucks cocks in hell. You know, that kind of
That's
thing.
pretty much what it is. Like the suck my cock. That's pretty much why.
Yeah.
Like when I was thinking exorcist with this, I literally thought possession. I'm like, I need a Catholic priest, a rabbi, and I don't know, fucking a lot of
Yeah.
like an imam. We all got to bless this holy water and toss it on this hoe because
honest to
this
God,
is.
when she's saying "suck my dick" and she's laughing, that was I could literally see like Linda Blair going, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell."
Yep, for sure.
God, fuck.
Yeah, I had to
If
watch
only
your
I
fucking-
could be like.
I had to watch your fucking direct and you trying to like
You're a joke.
spew
You're
out
a
these fucking
joke.
lines.
You're a joke. You're a joke.
Yeah, I'm the joke in the industry, Amber. I'm the joke. I'm the joke in the industry.
And we're only halfway through this rant right now.
Sorry. The reruns of all my bullshit are playing too loud for me to hear you. I'm gonna just going.
Is she bragging about her accomplishments now?
Yes.
What
She
being
can't-
the side piece in Aquaman? Like I don't
I
whatever.
went back. Sorry. I can't hear you.
Aquaman.
Aquaman, I love that.
Aquaman.
I was
Remember anymore.
I was
No
20.
one cares.
Look, he's John. This is Johnny Depp is like thinking about this. You know, here's the difference between somebody. This is somebody who actually went through abuse, who's reliving it, versus.
And I haven't
Somebody-
moved. Look, we are in
Look at
exactly
him.
the same position. That is
But
weird.
he's really being thoughtful. He's internalizing it. You can see somebody who's thoughtful and really is damaged by this. Versus-
Washed up piece of shit.
And he's talking about himself here. He's calling himself a washed up piece of shit.
Your jealousy is so tragic. Your jealousy is so tragic. Fucking like thinking that I'm going on.
Look at her. She doesn't. She's not at all. She listening to this.
Over the
Look
back.
at Amber. She is not at all emotionally.
She's not embarrassed. She's
She's not
ashamed.
impacted in any way. She's not
a
sad,
soulless cunt.
angry, right? She's not even reacting to it.
I would like to hear Dr. Mommy talk about sociopathy because she's an emotionless, heartless, non-feeling sociopath from what I see.
How do you not feel like this? I don't even understand. Like, if this was me and a woman and they were playing it back, I mean, look, I would be really like, if I play back some tapes of some conversations like when I was younger that were really bad with some girlfriends, it would be very upsetting. Like I'd
You'd be
clearly
embarrassed
upset.
as fuck.
Yeah, and embarrassed, at least at a minimum embarrassed.
Yeah.
At a very minimum, just full red on, just
Not her best
looking
moment
good.
here.
no, but she doesn't care. She's clearly she doesn't care. Look at the haughtiness, right? The nose up.
Ugh.
She has that haughty look.
You told Mr. Depp to suck your dick multiple times, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Boom. There you go. There you go, guys. There you go. I want to make sure I catch all the chats here because I know that some came in. But yeah, literally admitting, hey, yeah, I did that. And saying it.
And
cold,
what's it to you?
emotionless. Yeah. Emotionless. No thought, no feeling, no nothing to it.
And the thing is, if you look around the various law tubes during that 10 minutes, literally everyone was deadly silent. Because I wanted to see how
Mhm.
everybody else reacted to that. And everyone else was like, what the fuck?
Everyone was like, I mean, there's screen grabs of like literally, I think I was that one I was on with Nick, and I was like this is just like, to me, that was very disturbing because that, like I said, reminded you of your ex-wife, reminded me of some girlfriends at some point, at least one girlfriend specifically that I had that was like that. It was very, I mean, to me, it was bad. And people wonder why, guys have to warn other guys about people like Amber nowadays. Yeah, I wonder why Johnny Depp engaged my husband would never.
2 damaged people.
Yeah, 2 damaged people. He was seeking to heal her. He thought he could fix her, which is a critical error. It's a critical error. And I'm going to be honest with you. I said it before. I have a video about it, but I'll just summarize it. That pussy is crazy, right? That crazy sex, because people like that, they throw it out there, they attack you. You can see even in her craziness, she made it all sexualized, right? They're hypersexual. They're not just sexual, they're hypersexual. They hypersexualize stuff because she wants the attention, and she knows the way to get attention is through sexuality. So that's why she hypersexualizes stuff, which is why Johnny Depp calls her out for it, and she gets offended because she needs all the attention on her. She does that with hypersexuality. If Johnny Depp did not have a security team, doctors pretty sure they would poison him slowly. This was a trap since day one. If it was family, let me be clear: if he didn't have all these witnesses, this wouldn't be a good case.
Yeah, he would be dead already.
This is why I say for regular people, this is a fucking wake-up call. You do not have a security team. You do not have in-house doctors and nurses. You do not have people looking at what's happening all the time. You are isolated. And by the way, these people isolate you intentionally.
And I am adamant, this is now your new best friend. This is it. Anytime you get in any sort of situation, you need to fucking record things. And people say I'm psycho, I'm paranoid for doing this, but you just never know. I mean, it's embarrassing, but I had one girl that she had panic attacks, and she laid down on the bed and started having a panic attack, and I just started filming, going, okay, this is it. Because you never know what's going to happen later. And if there are if you don't have a security detail, if you don't have all of these friends, if you're not in public, this is your best friend. This is your only friend at times.
Yeah.
Record
By the way,
shit.
I'm going to confirm this right here, but it appears based on the claims here for my channel. Let me double check in the back end. Yes, we are at 40K. All right, guys.
Do a pour of
beer
Michter's
here.
bourbon for him.
I was drinking water, but it's beer time. Hold on. Can you just talk about her being a crazy bitch for a second while I go get my cowboy hat, because I keep every promise that I make. So hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm 2 away from 1200. Not to take.
I'm gonna put you on the solo. I'm gonna put you on the solo view while I do this.
Okay, now this is a huge accomplishment. Seriously, I've only been doing this for about a week or so, and everything that I've accomplished basically has been through Andrew. I've got like 1,198 subscribers now, and honest to God, I had a channel for 16 years that had 1,199 now. I had 123 subscribers last week, and they were the same 123 that I had 15 years ago when I was uploading motorcycle videos, when I was president of a motorcycle club here. Everything that I've been able to achieve, everything that I've done is because of Andrew, and he fucking deserves this. You're not going to meet a better guy. And like you said, we have the same blog camera. Why do we have the same blog camera? I took advice from him. We've got the same damn microphone here because I took advice from him. He's the goat here in Korea. He's the beta guy, and I'm going to keep singing his praises until he comes back on cam. There you are.
So this is not going to fit properly with my with.
Hey, that works. You got to do the flip.
Yeah. I got to figure this out. But just to show you guys here,
right. I'll be the black hat.
We got the hat right here. I'll take it off in a second, but you guys can take the shot right. I got the cowboy hat on, ready to ride.
That's it right there, man.
So I'll figure it out for next stream how I can do it with maybe earbuds and get the cowboy hat over it. But,
you can do the wireless, but just flip it. That's that works.
I have to adjust it. I'll do that shit later. But guys, thank you so much. Really, I appreciate it. I really do.
Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Because like I was saying,
I look like fuck. Someone said I look like Woody. Well, fuck you guys too. But I love you at the same time. All right. So let's get back here. I'd like to see the Dr. Curry's face right now. Oh,
well, me too.
I guarantee you, she's going to be able to diagnose Amber based on what she said in the court. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely glorious. That's going to be one of the best things to look forward to on Redirect. See, Goody says, subscribe to the real LawTube. It'll make their day. They're at 5K and predate the Lawtistic debauchery / LawTube. Also having them sue all y'all. That's hilarious. Thank you, C. Goody. Nancy says most people with BPD are ashamed of their actions. I think this is why she has that other disorder, like she has HPD and everything else. She has no shame in her game, like literally, zero shame, zero thought about it at all. There's no like hot and cold, like I regret it. And when you're in the sane phase of BPD, you regret the insane part, right? But there's nothing here. There's nothing. There's no emotion.
Just look in her eyes. They're vacant.
Vapid. And literally everybody who's been in there, Christina said it, Runkle said it, Lon Lumber said it. Anytime she looked at you, it was like chilling, like chills go down your spine. That's how bad this is. So,
and if
yeah,
it's not a misogynist thing either. If roles were reversed, I would be saying this about her if she was a man. It's just circumstantial that she happens to be a woman.
There are creepy dudes out there too. All right, so guys, we're gonna go for a little bit more here. We're gonna go for probably another 20 minutes here. So what I want to jump on right now is I want to jump on the redirect. We're gonna break it down as much of it as we can. This is gonna be glorious, by the way. Thank you, Sarah, very much. Listen, I've seen some bad shit, but this redirect, probably one of the worst performances ever by an attorney. So we're gonna start.
You're gonna hurt me, man, because watching that Johnny Depp bit the audio last time, that hurt. This hurts for a completely different reason. This hurts my soul as a lawyer. I mean, when you're embarrassed for another lawyer, it's bad.
Yeah. All right. So let me just play this. This is just so bad, guys.
We're gonna lighten the mood now because this shit is fucking funny.
Do you know whether the medical records?
Look at Camille's face, by the way. So guys, during all this, pay attention to Camille's face and just the face of the entire team, really, but especially Camille. Like particularly Camille, her faces, they're glorious.
And mind you, this has already been going on for 10 minutes on the timeline here, I think ish.
Okay, yeah, maybe it has. But yeah,
I don't know.
There's lots of sidebars, so like I'm trying to fast forward to one part where she's actually speaking, not a fucking sidebar.
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation calls for speculation.
I'm asking if she knows. Thank you.
Thank you for telling me to shut the fuck up.
Hold on, but it's if she knows, right? So it's like conditional. So even when it's overruled, it's like conditional because Amber's going to go and say something, and then
And do you recall? I'm trying.
Not trying hard enough, Elaine.
What, if anything, did the medical records reflect about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Look at her shaking her head like, fuck, what do I do?
Elaine really truly believes adding what, if anything, is the cure-all. Like she literally believes that.
Yeah.
Do you have injuries to your nose?
Yes.
Please describe those to the jury.
I have
I'm going to
a bunch of
object
scar
to
tissue.
I'm going to object to the extent it calls for hearsay.
Why is it hearsay? She doesn't have a medical record.
Here you go. Here too. I think she adds it here too.
An improper expert opinion.
Boom. She's giving fucking opinion about her state of her nose. Is Amber Heard a goddamn doctor?
Yeah.
She's already a cocaine expert. She's already apparently a qualified coke expert.
She can certainly testify too.
Oh, you can.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a significant amount of scar tissue in my nose.
Objection, Your Honor.
From the fucking plastic surgery.
Yep.
Look at
They
that.
sustained
Mama. Yeah.
What, if any, difficulty do you have breathing?
Objection, leading.
What, if anything? And that does cure it.
No, it doesn't cure anything, you dumbass.
They literally said that. So they said it doesn't.
Yeah.
Overruled objection.
Thank you. You don't have a question.
I have a significant amount of trouble breathing at night, and I've been putting off having surgery for it.
Now, you were asked about December 15, 2015, and Ms. Vasquez suggested that you did not report the abuse or the injuries to Aaron Falati. Do you recall that
Objection, Your
question?
Honor. Leading.
I'm entitled to go into what Ms. Vasquez asked.
If objection is leading, I'll sustain the objection.
Look at that expression on Elaine's
See,
face.
she's just like, she's not understanding. She's like, I'm entitled to go into it. It's like, yeah, you do get a redirect. You don't get a recross. Like she's thinking, oh, if Camille got it, I get it. I'm like, no, they're two different things fundamentally. A direct is not a fucking cross. It's real silly.
Did you report, what if anything did you report to Aaron Filati about the abuse you sustained on 12/15/2015?
Objection, leading and hearsay.
And
Objection.
Yep.
But Judge, I'm entitled to know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
See if we can go a little bit ahead here. See if we can get to the end of this because this is a long
This was a
one.
long one.
It's a fucking long one. And you see Elaine like just struggling and shaking her head. It's like she's gonna take the L here.
This old bat has no idea what to do.
Well,
It's
she
just
has something.
funny.
She knows what to do with her 23 cats, but not with the court. Not with the court. Meanwhile, emotionless Amber over here, who's constantly, by the way, she's bracketing the room. See, she's bracketing, looking for anybody who's paying attention to her, and nobody is acknowledging her. Nobody's looking at her.
She's like RoboCopping the room.
She's seeking it like a Medusa that's seeking a prey to like freeze in stone and suck out their soul. But nobody's looking at her. The jury won't look at her. Nobody in the audience is gonna look at her. Johnny ain't fucking looking at her. That's for goddamn sure. Not even her own lawyers are looking at her. They're like, we know better.
Clerk,
and of course, she's giving a couple of hateful glares at Elaine. It's been told, it's been rumored, and so far, by the way, guys, I was asked to look into this. All I've seen is unconfirmed rumors and hearsay. From other people in LawTube have said they heard it from somebody else, but that Elaine and Amber were arguing in the courtroom, in the courthouse, not in the courtroom, the courthouse. I believe that.
Yeah.
And I believe there was a quote that was said, which Elaine apparently yelled, "Well, then go fucking represent yourself." I believe that.
I have no reason not to believe that.
I have no reason to know that would be wrong. It definitely seems like.
But I've had a lot of questions asking me why they don't quit. You have to have a really super exceptional reason to quit a trial at this point.
You've gone this far. You've known the facts. What new facts are coming up? Like, unless Amber legit fires you, in which case, like that only if she proactively fires you,
or unless if she demonstrably openly lies about something that you know is a lie, and you have to, as an officer of the court, make what we call a noisy withdrawal and say, my client is fucking lying and I can't represent her anymore.
Yep. And that's that's an event, right? That's a whole fucking event right there. It rarely ever happens. That rarely will ever happen. And it's got to be a new fact, because if it's something she's already said, they're not going to be able to get away with it. So it's got to be some new fact, which it's Amber. So mind you, this fish is growing to the size of a goddamn blue whale at this point. It's goddamn minnow is a blue whale. And at this point, Amber could say something, which would be enough for Elaine and Rosenbaum to actually drop this. It's possible. Look at the judge fucking laying out Elaine. She's looking right at Elaine, pointing over there, looking at Elaine, lecturing Elaine.
Well, we know she was a woman Marine. She was a WM. Do we know if she was an officer or not? I don't know if we just.
I don't know. I think, well, if she was, I don't know if she was like in the judicial corps there, but I mean, I know that like in other branches that would make you a per se officer, right? So
yeah, you'd be like at least a captain.
I feel like she had to have some sort of command role. I feel like she was not at the bottom of the hierarchy.
Yeah, she's not taking shit.
Look at DUI guy there looking all proper, kind of fixed up.
Who's the hottie next to him?
I don't. She actually gets animated once, which is actually good. She's kind of still faced here.
I like this woman in orange too. She's kind of got that like hair.
That's Shaleigh Payne.
Oh, that's her. Oh, it is.
She apparently is nice and she's hot. She's a former like
she cut her hair, didn't she?
So yeah, but
she had longer hair at the beginning.
I like this girl next door look. It's very good for her. It like really works well.
She had long hair at the beginning of the trial, didn't she?
Yes, she cut it.
Yeah,
she looks really good. I like it. I normally don't like short hair, but I'll let it happen. Let it happen. Bro, this guy's like just tired of the shit.
Whatever happened? Like in Utah, you have there even out in the gallery, you have a dress code you have to meet.
No dress code, guys. We're in America in 2022. You can't have a fucking dress code. All right, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm gonna definitely have to fast forward this a little bit. Because
you're busy. You're a busy man.
It's just ridiculous at this point. Okay, let's see
Oh,
here.
Nurse Falati on 12/16.
Nurse Falafel.
2015 about the injuries you sustained from the 12/15/2015 attack.
That was a super hyper specific question because it had to be, because that was the only way it wasn't going to be objected to, and that's the only way they agreed they wouldn't object to it.
I did. I believe I sent her pictures too.
Okay. And did you text with Nurse Falati on 12/16/2015 about the injuries that you had suffered as a result of Mr. Depp's attack on you on 12/15?
Yes, she guided me through a concussion check.
And did you tell Connell Cowan about the injuries you
Is that
sustained?
Illinois Mar?
Hearsay.
It's prior consistent statements.
All right, I'm going to sustain the objection at this point.
Yep. Boom.
Do you recall Dr. Laurel Anderson testifying that she saw two black
That's
eyes?
fucking
on
leading as hell.
12/17?
Yeah.
Sustain is leading. Okay.
What, if anything, do you recall from Laurel Anderson's testimony in this case about what she observed
Leading.
on 12/17/2015?
Fucking leading.
Objection, Your Honor. This is outside the scope of cross-examination.
It's prior consistent
I'm going to
statements.
sustain the
It's
objection.
observations for the
I'm gonna-
12/17.
By my count, she
Look
got
at her. She was
5
trying to-
and yeah.
She was
Go
trying
ahead.
to argue. After she ruled, she just kept trying to argue with it. It's like,
And
just move
Don't
on.
do that.
Do not do that. That's horrible lawyering. Horrible lawyering.
Sustain the objection. Next question.
May I approach?
Okay.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to tell you to
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, but okay.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that you're a dumb bitch and you need
Yeah,
to shut up.
do
but, like,
not argue with the judge.
like,
That does
you-
not go over well.
It's really bad lawyering. It's really bad lawyering to do that.
Like by
This
my
was wrong as well.
calculations, she got in 5
In
or
December,
6
did you-
legitimate answers in 30 minutes, and those answers meant nothing.
And I'm just fast forwarding so we get
See
through a little bit
Dr.
more.
Laurel Anderson.
Objection, lack of foundation.
Overruled.
She's like, what the fuck's going on?
The attack.
So on what day did you see her then?
That would have been the 17th of December, 2016. And I told her what happened.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Boom.
When did you see Dr. Connell Cowan?
Look at Camille.
Look at-
She's
look
shaking
at
her
you
head. She's like, I'm
standing.
fucking done with this.
I saw him the next day, December 16th is my best recollection.
That's my sister's birthday.
Hmm.
Abuse
Jump
Day,
to
we'll call it
East
from now on.
Asia for a moment. And we saw a number of pictures from the backlist.
Cheers on your 40K, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Cheers to you guys. Thank you guys.
What, if any, motivation did you have to claim that Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back, knowing you had a backless dress?
Objection, Your Honor.
We don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Still leading. I'll sustain the objection. Okay.
She got almost all of these objections are compound because they're so bad.
Why did you say that Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back in East Asia?
Look, later smirk.
In the closet of the hotel room in Tokyo, I said that because it happened to me. And it would have been much more convenient if I was making it up to not include that detail, knowing I had a backless dress and I walked a press line and got photographed.
Yeah, her face is so.
Now,
Oh, well, never mind. I was going to
we've
make a
heard
comment about the lady in
testimony
tan behind her.
Depp,
She laughs a lot, too. She smirks a lot.
a
Next,
total of
the woman
65
next to Camille.
2015 and 2016 from his experts.
Objection, Your Honor.
Why did
Leading.
I haven't asked the question.
Hearsay. I mean,
Why did you not ask for 32.5 million from Mr. Depp?
Your Honor. Leading.
I said, why did you not ask?
And relevant.
I was leading.
Sustained objection.
Sustained. Like, I mean, it was like so many objections.
I mean, you're so exasperated when your objection is, Your Honor, objections. I don't even know where to start.
No, I'm not. You've objected to me so much. I'm on the ropes, counselor.
Why, can I just ask, why did you not ask for 32.5?
Because it's fucking against the rules of evidence, you dumb bitch.
Asked and answered. Relevance.
Oh, overruled. her.
She doesn't know what she's doing. And she's like, gets
Doesn't
one
want it.
win and is happy.
I realize that that's
She didn't want the money. So to be clear, she did not want the money.
what I was entitled to, but I didn't want it. That simple.
Horrible.
Your own 10 is starting to smirk.
That has you laughing quite a bit. Can you tell the jury what the context of that particular tape recording was?
Oh, this is such bullshit.
I don't really recall a whole lot about what was going on. I know we had been fighting kind of ad nauseum and in this sort of loop, if you will. And I'm doing my best to not show my pain. That's what I was trying to do. Was trying to be tough. Not show what kind of pain I was in.
That makes no sense.
Now, Ms. Vasquez asked you about how you got your role in Aquaman. Could you please describe to the jury how you got your role?
Jeff, take this one. How did you get a role? How'd you get a role?
I have no idea.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I auditioned, not Johnny. I auditioned. I worked really hard, and
I apologize.
I went to where we
I
were
love it.
filming the first movie, Justice League. I went, I think, 5.5 months early before filming commenced. When I heard that they wanted to fire me, and so I put myself in the job.
Objection,
gym.
Your Honor. Hearsay.
Sustained.
Keep it away.
worked
what
really
they
hard.
said.
Keep it away, keep it away, keep it away now.
And had to prove myself. And I did that for, even though I was only filming for 6 days, I was there for 6 months. Just worked my butt off. That's why.
I mean, your
She
butt was
filmed for
definitely
6
involved
days.
in the process. Yeah,
She
your
filmed
butt
for
was
6
definitely
days. She was there for 6 months and she worked a lot. I don't know.
involved. Oh gosh.
What role did Mr. Depp play in your getting Aquaman?
He tried to have me fired from it.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
All right, I'll sustain his speculation.
How do you know that he tried to have you fired?
Objection,
from
Your
it?
Honor.
Leading.
Calls for speculation and hearsay and lack of
That's-
foundation.
And every fucking else I think I can
All
think
right,
of.
play foundation.
I
Elaine
saw
looks
it.
helpless.
Emails, I saw the text.
I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay. Next question.
The fuck out.
You were asked about Isaac Baruch and why he and that he saw no marks. What is your recollection of your?
By the way, you saw Ben Chu turned around and literally Camille like put up the hand, was like, "Don't worry,
Yeah.
I got this shit. Like, don't worry, I got this motherfucker." Like, this is like ridiculous. Like, it's so
interaction with
ridiculous.
Isaac Baruch during the week of May 22nd.
I saw Isaac when I was coming or going, meaning I
When
was
she was
leaving or
coming
arriving to the
or
building.
going.
At a distance. We did not have a in-depth conversation, nor would we. And I told him actually right after it happened what his friend had done.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I don't think it's offered to prove the truth of the matter.
Sustained again.
Johnny's like laughing.
What was said. You just tell us what interaction you had with him and his opportunity to observe you with absolutely no makeup.
Objection,
That's
Your Honor.
impossible.
Leading.
Sustain the objection is leading.
Please describe for the jury your interaction with Isaac Baruch during the week of May 22nd.
Well, not only did I have makeup on, but I did attempt to kind of let him know what happened.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Sustained. Boom.
I asked some questions about Officer Melissa Science's testimony. What
I feel bad for Elaine. I really do. This
relating
is
to
horrible.
Melissa Science's testimony relating to your injuries?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Your Honor said I could redirect after the cross-examination.
Look at her face. He's like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me? You can redirect, but you just don't know how to do it goddamn direct. Like, this is like total exasperation. Look at
Look at
her
the girl's
face.
beige,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I have never seen this bad lawyering in my life. It's preposterous.
It's so bad. They're like,
It's preposterous.
she looks. This is where she starts to laugh. The girl in the tan. They're like, all like, can you believe this shit? And the Ludo from Labyrinth over here, she's just like, I can't believe this is going on.
Ludo. Oh, poor Ludo. It's a good
Smelled
movie.
bad.
I like
Testimony
I like
smelled bad.
Jesus
Oh, I feel
Christ.
bad for Elaine. I mean, it just hurts my heart. I mean, God. And she's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get this in here.
But she really can't. She doesn't know how to do it.
She's doing her Janet Reno pose there.
She's incapable enough.
Yeah, this was a really long sidebar, if I recall
If
correctly.
I edge it forward there, there you go. Okay, this should get us
Oh,
closer.
no, they're still in the middle of the sidebar here.
No, here we go. Here we go.
There we go. Hey.
What, if anything, do you recall of Officer
Fucking what, if
Science's
anything?
testimony in this case?
You don't like that, do you?
and the
It's
public
horrible.
instruction?
I recall her saying that
Here-
she
It's fucking hearsay. but
didn't
okay.
feel that my
Oh,
the
God, my
state of
face hurts
saying,
from laughing.
was enough of an injury to her, or wasn't injury
This is bullshit.
seeming to her.
Okay.
I love Camille for this.
And what about the property damage?
Ugh.
She claims she did not see any property damage, but I walked with her over broken glass. so-
Okay, fucking John McClane walking over broken glass with goddamn bare feet. Also, wouldn't there be blood everywhere? Because that's how broken glass works. That's ridiculous. If a police officer walked over broken glass, they would 500% put that in their police report. That
Well,
is
the
a
whole thing,
ridiculous statement.
the whole thing on her cross examination when Camille was hitting her, they saw no injuries on you, correct? Well, they didn't report anything. It's like, no, they didn't see anything. Well, they
any
didn't
injuries.
think it was injuries. Ah, fuck.
She cannot give a straight fucking answer.
Yeah, she
No,
can't just say no
I don't know why she's saying that.
because it didn't fucking happen. That's why she didn't say it, you dumbass.
What, if any, interactions did you have with Alejandro Romero during the week of May 22?
I spoke to him briefly.
Objection, Your Honor, to the extent it calls for hearsay.
I watched him vape in his car.
I spoke to him briefly in passing as I was entering, and maybe when I was exiting the building. But
We have to
always
do a shot every time she says, what if anything?
in from being outside, meaning makeup. I had makeup on always, as I do.
Why did James Franco visit you on the evening of 5/22/2016?
Hey, Jeff, why did James Franco visit?
I don't know.
No clue. No clue why James Franco was over that day. Zero
Because she
clue.
had depleted her socially accepting support network, apparently.
Yeah. She had
Or
to
she wanted to
expand her
phone.
network using
Yeah.
the only networking tool she has.
Her network has been expanded a lot from what I hear, according to Maker's
It's
Mark,
the
anyway.
Grand Canyon of networks, if you might say.
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know?
Yes,
Please tell us.
because he was my friend and he lived next door, quite literally lived next door. And I had frankly exhausted my support network with my usual friends and was happy to welcome as much friendship at that time as I could possibly get.
By friendship means penis, guys. Friendship means penis. Let's just be very clear. Let's not be ambiguous here.
Yeah. Friendship comes in all
Video
sizes.
showed
Aw, we're in Asia. That's an off-color joke.
him laying his head on your shoulder.
Can't make butter with a toothpick, man.
The interaction was, without saying what was said, what the interaction was that led to that.
He, after seeing my face, put his
Objection, Your
head on
Honor,
my
calls
shoulder.
for speculation.
That doesn't call for speculation. If she sees that he sees her.
He touched the side of my
I'll
face
sustain the
too.
objection.
And
Okay.
again, Your Honor, if we can instruct the witness
If
to
you could wait till after the objection, please.
It's like instruct the witness to shut the fuck up. And shut her stupid mouth when we are handling objections. Like she's just trying to talk over at this point because she knows Elaine isn't doing anything and Elaine is not going to be able to solve this. So she hopes she can just get it out.
Instruct the witness to keep the testimony out of her motherfucking mouth.
The Will Smith moment.
What did Mr. Franco do on the elevator before laying his head on your shoulder?
He touched the side of my face and responded to what he saw.
Responded. Oh my God.
Because you were drawing him in to sympathy and then luring him with your fucking pussy, which is the only move you have.
We talked about you were shown a bunch of newspaper headlines, and there was one in particular referring to sexual violence. What, if anything, did Mr. Waldman do to you relating to that article?
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation, calls for speculation.
What did he do to her?
Unintelligible. I don't know.
I love that one. That's the best one. Unintelligible. That's my favorite one of the week. Like Camille wins for that one. This bitch is unintelligible at this point. Like,
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
He was carrying the paper that had that headline on it that he leaked and threw it at me at the UK trial. We were unfortunately sat kind of actually literally next to one another with COVID spacing in between us. And he threw the paper down at me as he sat down with that on the cover.
Always leave room for COVID, guys.
And where was that?
In the UK, at the UK trial.
Objection, Your Honor. This is beyond the scope.
That's not beyond the
They're
scope.
overruled.
Yes, it is.
It should be.
I
It
know.
should sustain
Yeah.
that, but yeah.
Did you tweet about the
'Cause
makeup
by the way, she didn't bring up the Sun trial. Like,
and Mr. Waldman?
Because he was calling me a liar and a hoaxer and that this was an elaborate hoax just to get Johnny.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
because there's nothing in evidence about what Waldman said. That's all out. That's all out. All of that's out. The only thing we got in evidence is that she sent a tweet that called him short. Look at her. Look at her face.
Next question.
This is her. I call her the stork. She's like,
I call it Elaine's O face.
No further questions. No further questions. So look, so I did this in the morning. I did this yesterday. I'm gonna do this again today. Listen up and pay attention right here to what the judge is saying. Be very quiet.
You can go to a seat next to her. That's fine.
I'll rewind it a second here because you missed the first one because it happens right as Elaine is finishing. Right here.
This was an elaborate hoax just to get Johnny.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Okay,
Next
no,
question.
here you go.
Next question.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any more questions, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Ma'am, you can have a seat next to your attorney, okay?
Ma'am, you can have a seat next to your attorney. She's talking to Amber Heard.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to a seat next to her. That's fine.
Go have a seat next to her. That's fine. Look at the shocked face over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take our afternoon recess then for 15 minutes. Do not discuss the case with anybody and don't do any outside research, okay?
And she doesn't go sit next to her lawyer, even wait for the jury. She just leaves.
She slams open the door here, and you can see her face. You see how pissed she is right there.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, wow.
You notice how it's a flash, but you see how pissed she is.
Yeah.
Notice how everybody else
This is
stood
awesome.
and waited for the jury. She didn't even give the jury the fucking dignity. She just walked out of that.
Yeah.
Insane, right? Insane. Jermaine is like other law tubers equals measured legal analysis. Andrew, shut up, ho. I love this. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
And by the way, I know it started. I'm just going to catch you super chats and then we're going to do it. Trial started, stream or switch. Yeah. So I'm going to switch over, guys, in 1 second. Just want to catch these super chats. Make sure I get these before I kill this. And let's see if I think I got one more here to catch. Oh, here we go. 5S medical grade whiskey, and I think
Hey, that's what I got here. I got medical grade whiskey.
Amica cream with an undertone of catnip and desperation. Yes. So guys, if there's a couple other things that I haven't caught, I will catch those otherwise. Otherwise, I'm going to bounce for now. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I will catch you on the next side. I'll be catching the streams. Take care. See you later. Follow Legal Vices. Peace.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.